The Ramble Football Club is proudly sponsored by Glasby Pallets, offering a one-stop solution for all of your pallet needs. Get in touch now on 01709 585 646 to discuss your pallet requirements. And thank you again to Sonny and the team for their continued support of Ramble FC. What is happening, people? And welcome back to Ramble FC. That's still not natural. Not natural for me at all. You nearly got Blades and you nearly got welcome back to the Blades Ramble. But this is Ramble FC. We're not a Sheffield United channel. So I don't know what people are going to talk about tonight. Because, well, we'll definitely be talking about Sheffield United tonight. Who are we kidding? So we are here tonight actually to watch some football, which I'm really looking forward to. I should be able to get it now because it didn't start till past. I've been watching the Premier League build-up with West Ham and Chelsea. But it's now on. So it's on Sky Sports Football. For anybody that has got that and wants to watch along with us, you're more than welcome. And just watch it with us rather than just watch it on your Todd. So that is on. I say us because I'm not on my own. I've got a co-commentator back. It's going to be professional tonight. Welcome, one and all. It's Jord Motson.
Jord Motson, the man on the mic, painting the match with a sound so right. Sheffield's pride, every fan can see. He's the voice of the Blades, their melody.
Jordy boy, long time no see, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks. How are you, pal?
Very good, mate. Very good, thank you. I think last time we got together, again, this is not a Sheffield United stream, but we will have to touch on it. Last time we got together, was that on the Blades Ramble? Was that when we were... No, it wasn't. It was... When were it? You tell me.
When it Birmingham game? So we're at Blades Ramble.
Oh, yes, it was the Birmingham Cup game, weren't it?
It was.
And you were not overly enamoured with Sheffield United, and you were one of many. It's not... that's not a new thing. But how are you feeling at the moment? Things obviously got worse against Swansea, and then it took a bit of a turn, I think. I would probably say in the last couple of days with the rumours and positive vibes coming out of the club, because I think the main concern wasn't just the results, although they have been horrendous. It has been the manner in which the club are operating at the moment, not just playing on the field, but also how we've been off the pitch as well. So to hear off the pitch that things are starting to come together a little bit is really reassuring, certainly for me. But I'm keen to know how you and everybody else in the comment section feels, but people will want to know how you're feeling as well, Jord.
I'm starting to get there. I said, didn't I, for the first game of the season that I wasn't very confident. Then we went into the Birmingham game with, a changed side, let's say. And
yeah,
I still weren't best pleased purely because we know what we needed. We lacked in depth. And then luckily I missed Swansea game. I didn't get to watch that because I was best man at a wedding.
Yes,
and I was quite happy about that. So I just kind of put it to the back of my mind and didn't really think about it. And then this week it started to get that feel good factor back. I'd say. Nice. I'm starting to get a bit more buzzing. Just knowing that we're making a few moves. We've done what we did under Prince, really, haven't we? We've saved us transfers till end at window. Which frustrates me a little bit because I'd like to see us a bit more prepared, going into them first couple of games, league games anyway. But I'm getting there, slowly getting there, and hopefully we get a win tomorrow and we kickstart a season. We get a few more players in next week, and I think I'll be back to being myself and being excited for this season.
That's what we like. You go and save the best for last. That was all I could. After you'd said that were all I had buzzing around in my head, Jord. So whatever you said for the last 2 minutes, I didn't catch it. But yeah, I agree with you, whatever you said. Mate, my head's in a fog already today because went to Meadowhall with girls because Mrs. Ramble wanted me to pick some up for her. Of course she did. So I had to go nip out with girls. They needed a few new bits for school still. We're away next week, so this was the last chance I could do it. I am the only person I have ever known who has got a parking ticket for parking at Meadowhall.
How long did you stop?
We were there about an hour and a half. And it's because you now have to register if you're parking in a parent and child bay. So I parked. There were thousands of spots, but it's just a second nature thing. If you spot a parent and child one close to the door, that's what we always do. Because we've got kids in car. If we don't do it, I ain't got kids in car. But if kids are in car, we park there. Come out to the free car parking that is Meadowhall. That's one of the few pluses to go in there that you'd have to pay for parking. I've got £100 ticket slapped on my window. So I went down to customer services. She says, "Oh yeah, it's something we've started doing. You have to register now, and we can't rescind it. It's parking company." So I've had to appeal it through parking company. Absolutely no signs at Flannels. I parked at Flannels at top. No signs. So you can't do that. You can't do that. And look, we will put an appeal in through the channel. I'll get people writing in. I'll have Ramblers all write into this company if I have to. No chance.
Sure they'll change their mind then.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely right. But that's disgraceful. So yeah.
Well,
I could have been fuming, but
you're gonna have to spend a night in taxi the night to pay for it.
That's what it is, mate. That's a night's work. Well, it's not a night's work, but that's half a night's work. That easy. So anyway, mate. Normally with these things, we've got a little bit of a rhythm now. It's not as revealing as it once was because they're now on the screen. But talk me through the teams. We're here to see Derby County at home to Bristol City. What are you saying to these teams, pal?
Yep, so it's for Derby, it's looking. I've got down very well, literally identical to what's flashing up on screen. But we'll talk through it. So in goal for Derby is Jacob Zetterstrom. They've got a back three, and on the right hand side of that is Dion Sanderson. The left hand side, Matt Clark and Danny Bath down the middle. The midfield four is Ryan Nyambe on the right, Callum Elder on the left, Liam Thompson and David Oso in the middle, or Ozo, should I say?
Yeah. Just
in front of them. He's like an attacking mid, what Mark Duffy used to play when we played this sort of formation, is Ebo Adams. And then the top two are Andreas Weimann and Carlton Morris.
Oh, Weimann's starting tonight, is he? Against his former club. That's interesting. Yep. Just as you were saying that, they were showing Bristol City smashing 4 past Sheffield United on highlights. So I much prefer to focus on what you were saying. I'm
glad I was looking down at what's in front of me and not looking at what we're on screen.
I know, mate. I know. Well, this is a largely unchanged Derby side from last time I saw him. Same formation. I think Andy Weimann's the only change, really, from what I can gather. So, yeah, they looked okay. That were against Coventry, the 5-3. Yeah. So,
great game to watch.
Brilliant game. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. So, go on then, on to Bristol City. We can see him here, but you tell us what you think,
on this
mate.
one, because obviously I take mine from Sky Sports, but yours is a little bit different on...
I think it will be different to what's showing on here.
I've got a 3-4-3, so lining up exactly the same as Derby. They've got Radek Vitek in the net, back three, Rob Dickies on the right, Rob Atkinson on the left, and Zach Viner centrally. The right-hand side of the midfield is Ross McCory. Left-hand side is Mark Sykes. Midfield two, Jason Knight and Adam Randall. And then on the right-hand side of the front three, it's Scott Twine. Left-hand side, Anis Mehmeti and Emil Rees up top.
Okay. Yeah, Emil Rees.
Strong lineup for them.
Yeah, a bit of a coup, I think. Emil Rees in the end. I know some people turn their noses up at him, but he played very well against us, and we'll see what he does for them this year.
He's a big, strong. He's a unit, isn't he? He's a big, strong lad and a pain in bum to have up top. And he'll cause problems in this division. He might not have a huge, goal return, but defenders will worry about him. That's definitely something that he'll cause.
I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. So come on then, before we get into the Derby in Bristol City, because we'll be watching the game obviously and commenting on that, but what's your thoughts on the two signings that have been confirmed today, mate? So we've got Ben Godfrey in on loan for a season. Doesn't appear that there's an obligation or an option. It's certainly not been. I haven't seen it mentioned anyway. I'm asking the question. And Matty Zetterstrom, or Nils Zetterstrom as I suppose he's supposed to be known, signs for United for around €3 million, just over maybe, as more of a prospect signing. But what are your thoughts on them two, pal?
I mean, I think Ben Godfrey's a good signing. The only thing I was worried about were how much we were paying for him. This were when we first chatted, I think, on Wrexham versus Southampton. Yeah. I've changed my mind then. Suddenly, when you realise that
it's amazing what a leaky defence can do for you, isn't
it? He's got good pedigree. Great experience in Championship. Were it 24 million he moved for from Norwich when he last played?
It were big money. It were big, between 20 and 30. It was.
Yeah, so it were big money, and he suffered a bit anyway. His injuries. more recently, and that when we get players in on loan, it tends to be a lot of them players that have had their injuries that are sort of trying to work their way back again. And he adds a lot to our defence. Now, whether he's going to play right back or centre half, we will find out.
So this is going to be my question to you. What's your back four? I assume it's a 4, but what's your back four?
You mean for tomorrow, or do you mean
for tomorrow?
I honestly think
it's not what you think will happen. It's what you would go with.
Oh, I'd go with.
Yeah.
So what I'd go with, I'd probably stick with Sariki at right back, Bindon and Godfrey at centre half, and then Burrows at left back.
And so you wouldn't have Zetterstrom straight in, but
no,
you'd take Robinson out.
I mean, I think it's a lot to ask for. He's been billed as a 1 foot future, hasn't he? Okay. And I think it's a lot to ask him under because
I agree.
It coming in under pressure. Coming in tomorrow, we need that experience at back. And yeah, all right. He's got a cap for Sweden. He's not been playing week in, week out as if for Malmo. No. So I think it's a lot to ask for him. I don't mind him potentially coming off the bench if we've got an injury, but I don't see him starting. I honestly don't.
So that's what you would play. What do you think Sayers will do?
I think it'll be Godfrey at right back.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Bindon and Robbo at centre half, and then obviously Burrows at left back. But that's just, I mean, who knows what he's going to go with? We don't know, but that's what I'm guessing he's going to go with.
It's really interesting, isn't it? Really interesting. Are you at Triple Point tomorrow, by the way?
I haven't a clue what I'm driving down.
All right, okay.
I don't really know any plan. I'm trying to. It's a case of waiting and finding out what my brother's doing.
Because that's when we all normally get teams into it while we're in Triple Point and go over it there. So, all right then, pal. Let's get into some comments. So, Paul says, "Hey Rambler, hey Paul, hey Aldrich, just had to be first. Yeah, no problem, mate. I'll be with you till kickoff, as I'm sure I can watch the game. 3-1 to Derby, up the Rams and UT Rams. Up the Ramble and up the Rams. I'll take that one. Paul is a Derby fan. Thank you for joining us, Paul. Much appreciated. Unrelated football question, but are you or any of your subscribers going to London September the 13th? September the 13th? Have we a game on in London? I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. I don't think we have.
Well, I've not got no plans on on that, if that were the case.
No, because we're away at Ipswich on the Friday night, which is the 12th. So I'm not planning on being in London on the 13th, Paul. Jamie Dumpling asking, is something happening then? I don't know. Maybe so. Evening, guys, says Matt. 2 great signings today. Hopefully more to come with Woo and Tanga Billing. Yes, please. After that, I would say a right winger forward, maybe a left winger. And send Ryan O'Neill out on loan. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. I'm going 1-1 tomorrow. Horrible team to play against, and the big guys against our small defence scares me. Liam Cooper always scores past us. Liam Cooper, I'll be amazed. I'll take. In fact, I'll bet you now, Matt. I'll bet you. What do you want? 50 quid, 100 quid that Liam Cooper don't score against us tomorrow? Jake Cooper is who you mean. Liam Cooper might be signing for Wendy's.
I think he's been training with him, hasn't he?
Been playing in Bulgaria. That high level in Bulgaria that we operate in. Keep your mitts off these Bulgarian players.
I'm
Wednesday.
Really surprised we've not tried to sign him.
I know. True, that's where all the scouts are.
I thought AI might have picked that one up.
No, but I mean, he's okay. He were okay a few years ago for Leeds in Championship. I've never really rated him, if I'm honest, but Wendy's need bodies, don't they? So
yeah. I must say that one of my favourite moments for Liam Cooper when I think ball got lofted up to Billy Sharp and he sort of turned him a bit, deflected the ball off him and then played it to Chris Basham who were arriving. Vaguely
remember that, mate. Vaguely remember that. Pete says, 2-1 win for the Blades. Have to start winning and sooner the better. Just like the players, we need to think that we can win every game. Positive mental attitude, or maybe just mental. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, like and subscribe. Paul says it's a big gathering on London 13th of September over the migrants. No, mate, I'm not. I won't be there. Tyler Diblin got a here we go to Everton, says Jamie. Wonder what price was and what.
I've just seen
an opening for Tim.
For that, because it flashed up on my phone. It says Everton close to £42 million.
I saw that.
£42 million.
Outrageous money. Outrageous. But It was very highly rated. They wanted 50 last year for him, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they've obviously had to come down on the price. Yeah, we'll see. He's played very little football for that tag.
Is he going to get in front
price.
of Lemon and Die?
Well, he's not a forward, is he?
And Dye's sort of been playing as a bit of a winger, hasn't he? I think for Everton. From when I've watched him, when I've seen Match at Day, he's been like an.
He's left. He played on. I watched him on Monday night against Leeds, and he were on left wing. He were like a left forward. Where Louis Barry's playing for us, really.
And Diblin been a winger?
I'm not sure. Not that I've seen, but I don't know enough about him to say you're wrong, mate. Rai says, I've been negative so far this season, but my gut's telling me we'll smash Millwall tomorrow. Couple of new boys in and talks with others will lift the squad and the whole atmosphere.
Isn't it amazing what a couple of signings can do?
Crazy,
like, to how people feel and towards the gate, it's just crackers.
I started one at Rambles yesterday or the day before. Like, we are such a fickle bunch, and we are, but that's part of it, isn't it? We know we are, and we love it. We can be so easily steered by what the club's doing. It's it's been good. 14 waiting, just 2 likes. Pete, come on, what a boy. 151 now. So yeah, get liking if you enjoy the stream. Thank you very much. David says, evening Jimmy and Jord, 2 good signings in. Hope for more by the end of the window. Up all the rambles, up the blades, like and subscribe, please. Hope you're well, David. I know you were messaging me earlier with one eye, so he's recovering. We're all with you, pal. Hope you're good. And actually, did I see something about 5 minutes ago from you? Yes, thank you very much. You just sent a donation through to Ramble account. What a legend you are. Very much appreciated. Not expected, but it is always appreciated. Where is the next comment? Finally, signing says, look at my dog. The Saint says, come on, Derby, need the teams to start taking points off each other. Come on, Derby. I'll be honest, Saint. If we are going to be looking at the top of the league, which is very sort of, not arrogant, but it's very sort of presumptuous of us because we've started so poorly. But if we're worried about teams that are going to finish like in the top 6, for example, I don't think either of these sides will definitely be up there. Bristol City have started really well. Derby have got a decent team and won't, I think, be troubled at bottom at league. But I don't think these are the 2 teams we need to be overly concerned about. I think we can have a nice, enjoyable watch of this game. Look at some of the players that we like. I like Ibu Adams for Derby. There's a couple of shouts for Mehmeti as well. So there's something.
There's another one to watch for Derby. Ryan Brewster.
Is he at squad?
I don't know. I ain't checked, to be honest.
Somebody said
the first couple of games, I don't think he were.
Somebody said he were injured, and then another comment said that he can't play for him until after international break, which is, I don't know whether that's injury related or what, but let's have a look. No, he's not on the bench. Ben Osborne is. Oh, he is. Sorry, he is. He's on the bench. Ryan Brewster,
number 10.
Yeah, number 10.
Ryan Brewster. Jesus, we're bad enough in wearing number 7 for us.
Do you know? I hope he comes on and does well. I hope he does. You can be nasty about him, but I'm not going to be.
Listen, I don't wish him. Bad to happen to him. If he does well, he does well. It's a sour one that we paid 20-odd million for him, and
yeah, it is.
It is. He's gone for now. It didn't work out for him, did it? It's one of them things. But it seems to be a lot that happens to us that expensive strikers don't seem to work out.
Very true. Good evening, gents. Oh, both are well, says Nige. Thank you, mate. Oh, you had 2 great signings today. It's just what we need. Now let's let the positivity spreads through the fans and onto the players, up the blades, up the ramble, up behind the ramble. Like and subscribe. Up Ramble FC as well. Yes, because that's where we're watching it. Scott says Southampton coming into 45 mil after selling Diblin to Everton. I'm hoping to God we sign Japhet Tanganga, with Leicester looking at losing a centre-back to Turkey. Yeah, we need to get it done quickly. Jamie Dumpling starts with, United's new centre-half in goal for Derby. Guess he can be our new Jags for Paddy Kenny. I made that joke throughout the Derby-Coventry game, and I promise I won't do it again tonight. But yes, Matty in goal for Derby tonight. Ben says, evening, Jim. Who do we think starts at centre-back? I personally think Godfrey and Bindon. Wouldn't mind seeing Matty get some minutes, though he seems to be the most ready to go in terms of fitness. Up the blades, up all the rambles, like and subscribe. I would love to see Godfrey and Bindon tomorrow at centre-half, but I'm not convinced we'll get it. It all depends on Godfrey's fitness levels. If he's been so when Luca came on the show on the Blades Ramble, he was saying he's been training with the first team and he's fit and he's ready to go. So maybe there's a chance that he starts.
The thing that we've got there is if we are saying, and people are saying they want to see Matty get some minutes tomorrow as well. Well, then if he's been training with the first team, Godfrey, surely he can 60, 65 minutes, and then we give 25 minutes to Matty. There's options, isn't there? Which we've not.
There is. But do you prioritise player fitness over result? I'm not sure, because if you don't feel like Matty and Bindon are solid enough, then you won't want to experiment, would you? Really, I suppose.
No, I get it. I'm just saying that's there is option there. If
I think it's really interesting in terms of team selection tomorrow, it's going to be really interesting to see what it is. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see an unchanged team.
I'm just going to say that. I would say we stood there at triple point. We'll go. Oh,
I know.
Unchanged.
Godfrey's on bench. Zatterstrom's on bench, and you think, oh right, okay then. Will Tanganga be in Millwall's squad tomorrow? That's my question to you.
Well, there's one thing I can guarantee.
What's that?
He'll be in Sheffield tomorrow.
He will definitely be in Sheffield tomorrow. Will he be?
I'm intrigued. Yeah, that I think, to be honest, I'm not even going to be looking at our team.
I don't think he'll be in squad.
Whatever it is.
Obviously, I don't think
it'll be Millwall's team.
I don't think he'll be in Millwall's team.
And if he's in, I think that's going to get a few people excited in it.
Be an interesting 90 after 90. 0-0 all over this tonight, I reckon. Thanks, Nige, for building up the enthusiasm. Jord, what we need to do now before kick-off, match bingo. If you are joining us, play along with your match bingo cards. We are jumping on. I were useless the other night. I didn't get anywhere near.
I've been useless ever since I started playing on this app.
Well, I think, did I win first one? And everybody thought it would have fixed, and I ain't got a sniff since.
Here we go.
Right, what have I got? Okay. Attempt saved by Derby at that fourth sub. Well, I can forget that line because fourth sub don't come till obviously late on in game. Right, so what's next line? Free kick taken by Derby. Attempt off target by Derby. This is all right. Yellow card shown in the 9th. Any minute ending in 9. First sub by Bristol City. And a headed goal to Bristol City. That's not great. And then next line starts with a 5th substitution for Derby. That is useless.
End it game.
Useless.
I've got on my top line a right-footed goal for Derby. A throwing taken for Derby. 5 minutes of injury time. So I've chance to get a line on that is I've got to wait till half time anyway.
Yeah.
Kicks off and off for Bristol City and an attempt saved by Bristol City. So not great. My middle line's, I think there's 3rd substitution by Derby on that. So I'm not even really looking at that until the second half. So bottom line is free kick taken by Derby.
Yeah.
A goal for Derby. A yellow card shown in any minute ending in 4. Attempt off target for Bristol City. And a left-footed goal for Bristol City. So it's quite a tough card, that.
Two goals, yeah. 2 goals. One a left footer.
Probably more chance of me winning Euro Millions.
Evening, Jord, as well, says Ben. Oh, you said evening, Jim. Going 2-2 tonight, says James. Good stuff.
That was going to be my prediction.
Dibbling 2-2 tonight, you think?
I think so. It'll be goals.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Dibbling off the table now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's gone to Everton. Don't get Dibbling confused with Billing. Saying, I think that's probably where you've gone with that one.
Yeah, Dibbling's just an anagram.
Yeah. Countdown conundrum. Paul says, "Hey Ramble, the Gobby Ram here. Will be watching as I've got it. Lol. Oh, very good." Tom says, "Evening Blades and others reckon Derby earn their first point tonight," and Paul says he hopes so. Saint says, "I'm buzzing now, going for a battling 1-0 win. Now positive. Now tomorrow is positive. Very good." Get Nils in. He's the fittest player we have. Josh says, does he go 3-4-3 tomorrow to battle their physicality? Cooper, Godfrey, Bindon, Robbo, Femi, Burrows, Samari and Hamer, Barry, O'Hare and Campbell.
And do you know what?
It's not bad.
I don't mind that.
I don't mind it.
I don't think that's a bad shout at all.
Allows O'Hare to come off the wing and play more central. It's a decent shout, Josh. As teams come out. Yeah, surprising our signing can lift the mood, says Ray. Let's hope we get a win tomorrow to keep it going. Up Blades Ramble, up all the Rambles, like and subscribe. Up the car park chat. says Cooler King. Car park chat? Oh, yeah, but my ticket. Oh, mate. Mate, we can not talk about that. You're all right. I'll let everybody know. And if I don't get that rescinded, I'll be raging. Who's ringing me now?
That's why you're saying that. That's why we're having a look at your phone. I've just looked because I'm intrigued to see Bristol City's team from when they played us to this game. There's only 2 changes in it.
Okay.
And one is Rob Dickey's coming.
Yeah, and Mehmeti.
The other one, I think, no, Mehmeti played. Mehmeti started.
Did he start against us? Oh, I like Sykes. I like
Mark Sykes. It's coming because it was.
I think he'll play on right, and they've got teams up now, and they've got Mark Sykes on right and McCrory on left. I think that's how they'll set up.
Already from when I was looking earlier.
Yeah.
But Hirakawa's on bench. Armstrong's on bench as well, which is talk of him leaving, isn't there?
Sinclair Armstrong, unit. Yeah, won't mess with him.
It looked quite good, I thought, at QPR, and I don't think it's not. Again, it's not worked out for him. I don't think at Bristol City, has it?
No, they're slowly building though. Bristol City, they've got is it Sam Bell that's on bench as well? Young lad, young forward. Yeah, there's so yeah, it's they're not bad, not bad. Ben says he got stung with that the other month with parking. Ben, I'm not having it.
Lesson learned.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ben. If it's the same Ben from our Ramble chat, then you haven't got any kids, have you? So mine's a parent and child thing. There was no signs. I'm telling you now, no signs, none at all where I parked. I've taken pictures and everything. I was raging. Come on, girls. Come on. We're going to sort this out. We'll wait and see. Who have we got tomorrow, Blades fans? We have got Millwall at home, pal. Millwall at home, and the current fear is that we get bullied off the park.
We did get dispatched last weekend, didn't they? 3-0.
Yeah, that's true.
By Middlesbrough, so...
Yeah, they got well beaten, didn't they, to be honest?
Yeah,
and Tanganga didn't look great.
Goals, but...
Tanganga didn't look great for some goals, to be honest. I certainly won it.
He already knew we were coming to us, that thing.
Yeah. Why not just chuck a game, really, if you know you're not going to be playing there? Alessandro says, mood lifted today with the 2 centre-backs. I do agree, though. Wish we'd been proactive in the window with business done early and bedding over pre-season. 2 more centre-backs, a right-back. 2 more centre-backs? A right-back. I suppose. Yeah, me and Tanganga.
Tanganga and Ben Mee.
Yeah, I suppose. A right-back, right-winger, and defensive centre midfielder, perhaps Billing.
Do you know...
Possibly.
If let's say if we do sign Tanganga and we sign Ben Mee, I'm unsure that the Woo deal comes up because Ben Godfrey can play right back.
Yeah, he can. It's where do you fit them all in?
Prioritise a right winger then instead of a right back.
It's where do you fit them all in? Isn't it? That's the question. But does it mean that? Right. Okay. I need to respond to that. That's somebody going into the caravan at Primrose Valley. So if anybody wants to book the caravan, just get in touch with me, and we might as well advertise it while we're on here. It's also for sale. We've decided to sell the caravan, so I might put a proper ad up about that because I might as well get it advertised.
You know, well, I know why you're having to sell it now because you're having to pay these parking.
All these parking fines, mate. All these parking fines.
We have kickoff Derby.
We're off, by the way. Yeah, nice kickoff that by Derby. I liked how they did it.
Well, they've gone short, haven't they? Well, because Bristol City were quite deep on that.
Yeah,
on that right-hand side. But it has been run out by Niambe, and it's a Bristol City throw-in.
Can't remember where we were at. Respectable club, Paul, meaning Derby, says Tom. Grew up just outside the city, and your fans are usually class. Yeah, we quite like Derby, don't we? As a fan base, respect between both clubs. Have you just seen that Wrexham and Wednesday are working together on something?
Yeah, and I think fair play to Wrexham because obviously they don't usually allow banners in. You know, like if it's a Chancery Art type of banner, like. They allow it on the concourse, but not in the ground.
This is Wrexham.
This is Wrexham.
Okay,
that's their policy. But they have allowed Wednesday to bring in that big long one that they had at Leicester. I believe it's that one that they're taking in.
Okay.
So they've allowed that, and then also Rob McElhenney, as you know, it's black and gold until it's sold.
Yes, that's their motto, isn't it?
Yeah. They've got a gold and black away shirt from last season, and he's tweeted that there's 10,000 shirts still left, and any that are bought between now and when Wednesday play, the money's going to the Sheffield Wednesday Trust Fund. I
Oh,
believe.
nice. That's good.
So, which obviously, helps them out to.
Oh, shot from Callum Elder, and it's deflected away for a corner.
Yeah, it helps them out to, for all these protests and stuff like that, which is, I think fair play.
It is. We don't like either club, but that's fair, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't say,
you
don't.
applaud it really. They're sticking,
it's
just football sticking together there, innit?
Too right. Yeah, don't mind that
I agree
at all.
with you.
I don't mind that at all. Do you know anybody that's going down? I know you're heavy in Wednesday circles.
Yeah, I know a couple of people. Mrs. Motson's best mate's going with her dad and that. So
is she not going down, your lass?
No. She, she could have gone if she wanted to. She's got enough points to be able to go, but she's sticking to. Well, she's got a season ticket, so she goes to home matches. Yeah, I think they're going to try and get to a few away games this season, but she'll probably pick and choose which one she wants to go to.
So original corner came to nothing, but Derby tried to recycle it. Ibo Adams on right-hand side wins another corner for Derby. Nick says, evening Jimmy Jordan. The Ramblers just tuned in. If we get Billion and Tanganga, could this be the best transfer window? Oh, we can't go from sublime to ridiculous, can we? Oh, but listen, long way to go for Billion. Long way to go, which is why we're reluctant to mention him early doors yesterday or whenever it first started making noises.
I think when other teams are knocking round as well, like Ipswich, it's going to be a tough ask.
Yeah. Corner cleared. Derby go back. Nige says, watch both interviews. We all know Godfrey and his quality in the defence. Nils is well spoken, says Nige, and looks like a no-nonsense defender, so I'm happy. Just hope that that's of our season. Kicking off the right direction and more quality signings. Yes, absolutely. Back three, says Alessandro. Godfrey, Bindon, Robbo, then Sariki and Burrows as wing-backs. Where does Barry fit in? Would be my question.
The only thing is, well, if you play a
front three.
3-4-3, then
front three.
It can still fit there. Or like what is it Derby that have done today, where it can. Well, saying that though, because you've got Gus and that, haven't you? And yeah, I know what you mean. It is where does he fit? If it's a front three, then
he'd be left at front three, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I was just looking at if you. He can play up front. In fact, though, he has played up front before.
He can. I think they can play deeper than Ty as well, can't they? Slightly. Mm. So it might. Oh, is he? Look. Hang on, we'll get. I'm caught between two, but I don't see Nils' clearance will be completed before tomorrow's game. Says, but I think he's done, mate. I think it's done.
Yes, I'm guessing we wouldn't have probably announced it, would we? Now,
yeah, that's what I mean. That's what we've been waiting on, from what I understand.
Because it's been done for a bit, hasn't it? I mean, Fabrizio Romano, did he announce it about 3 or 4 days back?
Yeah,
that it was a done deal.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm guessing
that's been the delay in the announcement. I think. Yeah. I'll tell you what, does your contrast on your TV look a little bit saturated?
No, I've got it in Ultra HD, so.
Well, I'm not that posh. I've got it in HD, but I'm looking at this, and I'm flicking between this and Chelsea game, and it looks odd. My picture, it looks like it's too saturated in colour. I don't know why.
Let me come off. Let me watch this throw in, because Derby have got a throw in. It looks like it's going to be a long throw in. I think it's,
it does.
Is it Elder who's taking it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he throws it in. It's headed back to Vyman. Oh, it's a great block, but they're calling for handball.
Great block. It's not handball, that.
No. Adams plays it to the back stick where no one is. Or at Niambe, that. No, where Ebro Adams tried playing it back into back stick. It goes to no one.
It was Andy Vyman, weren't it, that had shot?
Yeah, let's have a look.
It's his former club. Great techers.
No, it's not handball. He's got his arms down his side.
Arm by his side.
He just turns his back, doesn't he? No, never an handball.
It's a natural position, isn't it?
Oh, it was Rob Dickey and all. Imagine if he'd got sent off again. It's like the last 3 games we've seen him and he gets sent off. I'm trying to... Hold on. So what do you think? It's saturated on HD?
It's no great shape.
Oh, it does. Yeah, no, you're right.
Looks weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, that don't look great, does it? That it's not the best of pictures.
Luke says, if you're a betting man, Jim, do you reckon we sign Japhet Tanganga? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, I've heard. No, I haven't. I've seen a few people say today that he's had a medical. We'll find that out tomorrow, won't we? But I might be dangling a carrot there, because that might be a load of crap as well.
Yeah, we don't know, do we? We don't know. I'm pleased with progress. The only problem is will we act quick enough? Because if other clubs become available, which I'm sure his agent wants other clubs to become available because it drives everything up.
Yep.
So there is a reason for player and agent and Millwall to drive the price up as well, to delay. There is due course so we need to get it done. Get it done.
Let me use this as an example. Tottenham have been talking to Eze, haven't they, for
yes.
last week or so? Green a deal and stuff like that, and they've not pulled trigger and it's not got over the line. Arsenal swooped in straight away, got a deal agreed, had a medical, signed the deal, done. So it can happen, can't it?
Cost at far post from Bristol City, it's too high. It's well done. Zetterstrom comes out, doesn't deal with it.
You know, little Thompson for Liam Thompson looks like Jamie Ward.
Little Thompson.
Little Liam Thompson.
Look at unit of a lino.
Gaz done that.
Won't want to take a clothesline from him.
It's Gaz done.
Gaz done. No, he's in Vegas. He's living it up.
I've
been watching Gaz Dunn vlogs. If anybody's interested, he's been vlogging his time in Vegas. I've been enjoying it. I can't keep up, to be honest, but
I'll have to have a look at that. I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, he's I never been a gambling man. Who sang that? Do you know?
Gambling man.
Yeah.
No. Paolo Nutini.
It were the overtones.
Oh, I didn't think it was that one you were singing. I do know that one.
Still here, mate, and watching match 2. Okay. Yeah, Ray says, no politics, pal. Yeah, we don't do politics here. Kev says, can't wait till we sign me and Woo. It will be like Chuckle Brothers defence from me to Woo. Yeah, Rob said that in our Platinum chat. To me, to Woo, to me, to Woo. It's going to get used, mate, and I don't care how old it gets. It will get used. Chuckle vision. Brewdog on bench, says Jamie. Absolutely right. Borough put 3 past Millwall without reply, says Peak. Come on, you Red and White Wizards. Forward should feel more confident going forward, knowing we have strengthened at the back. We have, but if it's the same lineup, to be honest, I didn't think it were a poor defence against Swansea. They didn't perform great, but
from what people were saying, so I can only go off what, because like I said, I didn't see it. But, and to be honest, what Sayers said as well, I think we were too worried about from what happened against Bristol City.
That's exactly
we concentrated more on defending and didn't want to leave ourselves wide open instead of just playing, as game that we can. And that's why we didn't attack as much. And instead of, we shouldn't have been worried about that game. We need to play what's in front of us, don't we? And play his own game.
Yeah, agreed, mate.
I agree with that, and hopefully, if we're bringing these defenders in, we feel more confident at back that we can go a bit more attacking again.
Jack's saying Bindon and Godfrey. If not, then go Godfrey at right back to give us more height. I'd definitely start Godfrey, says Saint. I think he'll go right back. Leeds Master says, love the new signings. Hopefully a few more to come. Let's get behind the boys, keep the faith, and rock up the table. We'll beat Millwall 2-1. Up the Blades. Up the Ramble, like and subscribe. Let's get Jim to 10k. Yes, we're almost at 9,200 over on Blades Ramble. If you can support us there, that'd be very much appreciated. We're also building this channel as well, which I'm very excited about too. Bobby Thomas, Sky Blue Army, good show, says Louis.
Might not be for much longer.
Well, I know.
No, well, you never know, do it? We might be saying that we're in for Tanganga, and that makes Coventry
thing is,
think we're not, and then
if Tanganga don't come off, then there's every chance we go back in for Bobby Thomas. I think because it was a very real link. If we play 3 at the back, who do you reckon will be dropped? I reckon Peck, if that's the case. Yeah, I agree. Kyle says if it's the same team as last week, we should beat Millwall at home. No excuses. We should have beat Swansea though, and we didn't, did we? Wow, bingo! How have I missed that? I hope you got a better card than me, pal. Dibbling, my bad. Yes, absolutely right. And Saint says he'll pay for Tanganga's hotel. Peak says Tanganga's in Sheffield tomorrow and might not go back with the team.
Could be like Brett, Michael Cooper thing though, couldn't it? Because didn't he come up with Plymouth, went back, and then travelled back to Sheffield next day? So
yeah, something like that.
Could be like that.
Brett says shockingly quite positive for tomorrow's game. What a shock. I think these next few games is where it clicks for us against good opposition. Stay positive, stay loud and proud, Blades. Up the Ramble. Up the Blades, up the positive ones. Like and subscribe to the Pallets.
Do you think it's a must-win game tomorrow?
I think it's a must not lose. Yeah. I think it's a must not lose. I think if we lose, it probably zaps a lot of energy out of us again. I think if we get a spirited point, it's not the worst thing in the world, but obviously
just getting on board would be nice, won't it?
Yeah, a win is a huge lift for everybody.
Yeah.
Because we're not, even if the new signing...
The only reason why I'm saying a must win is because look at the 2 games we've got coming after that, and they're both away. Middlesbrough away and Ipswich away. You know, like, if we don't get an out tomorrow, I'm struggling to see us getting out at Middlesbrough and Ipswich.
But the thing is, even if we win tomorrow, we recognise we're not the finished article yet. And I think if we get the 3 points tomorrow and Godfrey's makes some sort of appearance, whether he starts or not, and then he's probably good to go for Middlesbrough. And can you imagine getting Tanganga and a real, like, getting Billing in would be absolutely incredible. But even just getting Tanganga, Wu, I think they're statements in themselves. I'd love a right winger. If we get anything like that before Middlesbrough, and then Ipswich obviously is after the window's closed, so we know what we're working with. I think as long as the on-the-field results can sort of start to come, then I think we'll be all right. I think we'll regain that confidence, and I think there's every chance we could come back stronger. But we'll see. Derby just chasing it down. Abu Adams runs for days. Really like him as a player. Really like Abu Adams. We want to be having half an eye on him because I like him. Can't see Ben Mee signing if Tanganga comes, says Michael. I think the numbers say it's probably one too many, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Ben Mee join, even if Tanganga comes, because we need someone like that. We've no veterans in the changing room. We've no leaders in so much as been there, done it. I know Godfrey's got a good pedigree. Tanganga's a really strong player, obviously Premier League pedigree himself as well.
Yeah.
So in terms of quality, the levels are going up. But I think in terms of leadership and people that can steer the ship a little bit, he could be, say Robinson moves out so it's a clean slate. Mee could be our club captain. And he doesn't necessarily play every game, but when he comes on, he takes the armband.
Yep.
And then we have because that happened with Billy, didn't it? When Billy was being phased out of the team, he was still the club captain because he was the leader behind the scenes and everything. He was Mr. Sheffield United.
Yeah.
But on the field, it were Robinson, a lot at times. So it's, it was John Egan at that point, weren't it?
Yeah.
But I think something like that could happen with Ben Mee, personally. Do you think Ben Mee comes if Tanganga comes in, Jord?
Listening to Sayers yesterday, I think he's leaning towards that, isn't he? That he's, it sounded like he's seen him this week and he's quite happy with him. Now, if you're quite happy with him, then what's stopping you from offering a deal? And I'd be happy with it. I think it gives, we'll have gone from having zero depth in that centre-back position to being well stacked there.
Yeah, we will.
And, in Championship, you play 46 games. Some weeks you're playing 3 games in 7 days.
And if we do go to 3 at back, then all of a sudden you've just got 2 that can step in when you need it. So it's not overly saturated, if you like. That must be the word of the stream, but...
But I'd be happy with it. I'd be.
I would too.
Than me coming in. We are lacking a leader, and he ticks that box for me.
We'll lose it. It looks like we're losing RND.
Yeah.
Robbo's long been rumoured to be on his way out.
Yeah.
So we've only really got Tyler Binden currently, and now Ben Godfrey, and Zetterstrom's coming now, so that's 3.
Yeah.
So another 2. I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Personally. Mark Meldrew says, "Let's get Jaffet in and announce him before kickoff." Up the Ben Godfrey. Up the Matty, up the Ramble, up the Blades. Nice one, Marco.
Millwall fans, they get a thing for being fighters, don't they? Could you imagine how much they'd kick off at full time if he just walks onto the pitch holding the United shirt? It wouldn't happen.
Won't happen. No way. Ben says, "No, mate, different Ben, but the help desk lady and man was really nice about it, actually." Did you get off with it, Ben? That's what I need to know. Did you appeal it? Because I've appealed it.
What you need to do, Jim, you've completely... You've missed a trick week. Do you know who I am?
No, never. They'd be like, "Oh." Thoughts on Reece loan? Is it a loan, Scott, to QPR? I prefer a perm. Also, do you think once we get me and Jaffet Tanganga in place, Robbo will be allowed to leave? Maybe release him. Yeah, I think Robbo and Reece will both leave. I'd be surprised if R&D is just a loan.
I think Robbo will be a deadline day deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll get us in-house sorted with defenders, and then it'd be interesting to see if Wrexham still are still wanting him. We am signing Callum Doyle.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ebo Adams down right hand side on byline, pulls it back across. It's cleared by Rob Dickey and it goes out for a Derby throw-in. Yeah, I think Wrexham may pull the trigger on that one on deadline day.
Okay. Saint says, Jimmy, make yourself a caravan offer clip on your channel advertise. I could do that. I could, but you don't want to absolutely. I don't know. It's maybe a bit much. Nige says, can't sell your caravan, mate. You'll regret it, pal. Is yours the van on the front around the corner from the main office by any chance? We are really close to it's not quite a sea view, but we're really close to the beach, close to the main office, close to the Funworks. It's a brilliant spot. But my girls are just it's more like girls are going to go to caravan this weekend. Oh, away. Because they've been spoilt with it and they're not enjoying it as much as they once were. So at the minute, it's just one of those, it's a bit like a business, I suppose. And, it makes us a little bit of money every year, and we do go for odd few weekends, and it's lovely. We really like it. But it's a lot of admin now for me on top of everything else I'm doing. And I just think, so we've decided to sell. And we'll probably do something else with money if we get what price we want. But I'm open to offers. It's a lovely caravan. It's always full. Another corner to Derby. And if anybody wants to have a chat with me about it, I'm here. Won't be cheap, but if you're a Rambler, we'll see if we can do something.
Get a discount. Rai
says, Derby fan here, watching your guys' stream has got the game on. Come on, you Rams! Yeah, don't mind that at all. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Derby. David McGoldrick, former Derby player, obviously got Ryan Brewster now. Sorry, Billy Sharp. I know he's ex-Forest, but I don't mind a bit of Derby.
I don't think Billy likes Forest anyway after what happened in playoffs. So.
No, I don't think he does anymore. I don't think he does. He'll be saying up the Rams.
Ref just having a word. I think it's Morris who's standing in front of Vitek on line.
No Bobby Thomas, no party.
Away.
There's no way. Oh, here we go.
It's an in-swinger. It's an out-swinger, sorry.
Callum Elder.
Callum Elder to take it. There's still trouble on line with Morris and Reece. It's Guston near post.
Terrible corner.
Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. I'm guessing it'll be a long throw in the way.
Yeah, it will.
Caused that trouble last time where Vyman had his shot for penalty shout. So we'll just see what happens on this one. Elder has picked the ball up.
Ian says, evening Jimmy and Jord. Typical taxi driver thinking he can park wherever he wants. There's signs everywhere. I bet they've made a fortune with that scam. I feel for you, mate. There's no signs outside Flannels, I tell you now. And we parked in the spot just outside Flannels. And I can tell you that because I went back and I took pictures because there's no signs anywhere. So I've been done here.
There'll be a lot of people that gets done if that's the case then.
Yeah, there will, and it's wrong. Michael says, Jimmy, a good shout as replacement for Kiefer Moore as backup striker would be Patrick Bamford. No, thank you. He's a different profile of striker than what the Blades have got. Ideal as a season-long loan player. We haven't got enough spots, I don't think, for a luxury third striker on loan, pal. He's good for the level, and I think he certainly would be an option behind Ty Campbell. I think him and Tom Cannon, depending on what type of game it is, would maybe be in the conversation. He's never fit for one, but the real stumbling block is his wages. I think his wages are astronomical, and if he's not going to be a mate, he's ideal for a Wrexham or somebody like that could have chucked money at him.
Yeah,
they went for Kiefer Moore instead, but I think
good tackle.
Oh,
a good tackle.
It was a good tackle, but it
clashed. I don't know if it were Ebo Adams who clashed heads on.
It was just hard. I think
it's rolled over as if he's knocked out here, but I think it was. He put a great tackle. He sort of sliding tackle. I didn't see it were on, but as Bristol City players coming in, he sort of slides in at the same time, and I believe it were Ebo Adams he's come off worse. I think his knee caught his head, but I'm waiting for him to show it replay. It was a good strong tackle. I like to see that in football.
Yeah, I do.
But he's not, gone on whistle straight away to say it's a foul. It was good to see.
Yeah, agree with that. Right, they're in a drinks break, so that means we can get some more comments in. Not that I've stopped reading them anyway. Just had Fuse go, says... just had the Fuse go. Did I miss out, says Jamie. Not in the game, no, pal. No, you didn't. I'm probably not in the conversation either, if I'm honest, but we're all having a laugh. Yeah, same here, Jimmy, with the colour on the TV. Yeah, thank you. I thought so. Too bright and colourful watching via Now TV on my tablet. Weird, isn't it? Weird. Picture's really saturated.
That's the Sky's problem, innit, that?
Yeah. Looks like they've all got sunburn, says Ray. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Sky Blues to get promoted, says Loey, with a super chat. Thank you, pal. Very much appreciated. Yeah, you can finish third behind Sheffield United if you want, or even second when we win league, because that's definitely happening this year. No, I think Coventry have got every chance this season. I think you've got a really strong squad that you put together. You had a good squad anyway, and building on that, if you can get somebody like Charlie Hughes in as well. Yeah, I think I think you're looking decent, to be honest. Kessler Hayden's a great sign. It means you can sell Van Uwick, and yeah, decent. Can't get the match. My legal stream won't fit in this TV until my other gets fixed. So watching the terminal and the stream. Okay. Jimmy's grinning about the medical. Medical, you say? I haven't said medical.
I told you it'd get a few, didn't I?
I haven't said medical.
And to be honest, I knew Meldrew had...
He's always... He don't let out sleep, does he, old Meldrew?
Like I said, I'm only going off of what I've seen people put. So that's... It's either true or it's a load of...
It's flying around Platinum chat, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Yeah. Jeff's on the bench for Dunfermline. Can't even get in Dunfermline team, can't hold Jeff, bless him, says Scott. Kev says, hi, Jimmy. To sign Cameron Archer would be the perfect signing this season with the squad we currently have now. Fingers crossed, up the Blades, up the Ramble. It's not going to happen, Kev. We can dream, pal. We can dream. So, no,
anyone who downs tools does not deserve...
Who downed tools?
Cameron Archer did.
Zeta Strom had to punch. It falls to Bristol City on edge at box, and it's a good interception to keep Bristol City at bay. I hope I talked over you talking down Cameron Archer there.
Did. That's why I just kept quiet, but I'll say it again. He downed tools.
No, never. He would never do that. Jimmy Billy Sharp comes as a coach one day? Question mark. Maybe striker coach, if not head. Yeah, I think I can see Billy returning to the club in some capacity when he's finished.
Stop, couldn't he?
Yeah, why would he?
He's got his coaching badges.
Yeah, he's no need yet, has he? But I definitely see that down the line. Absolutely, I do. Kev says, me is someone you need behind and on the field experience and motivation, plus bringing his knowledge to all defenders, says Kev.
I think, we're talking about leaders. Just to even having him as a coach, talking to the players and telling them what it means to fans and coming from his side, I think, I think United would be, as soon as he finishes his career, I think we'd be silly not to offer him a coaching deal. Yeah,
agreed. Interesting one from Tommy. He says, are we getting a who are you for Millwall, Jimmy? No, is the answer for Millwall. And to be honest, Tom, this feeds into something I've been talking a fair bit about on Behind the Ramble, which is I've had to have a look at the content that we're putting out and how many bites we're getting, who's watching what. Oh, hang on, corner. Bristol City, it's a shot and it's wide. Okay. It's not really picked up, if I'm honest, Tom. And I've talked about it, like I say, on Behind the Ramble. In the latest taxi video that's returned to more long-form content, I've got to assess what's clicking with the audience and what people are wanting to see. So while some will enjoy that sort of content, really I've got to hope that a lot of people enjoy that content. So I have to gauge what's clicking and what's not. And the who are you wasn't really picking up. Tony's top tips we're going to keep having a go at, but it may well become a Platinum Ramblers exclusive thing. Tony's top tips, where he'll just post it in unedited and sort of give his tips out and stuff like that. Ramble on the Road, we've now changed the way it was going, because in long form content it wasn't really getting the traction that we wanted, but in short form it's a lot quicker for me to do, and I really enjoy that content as well. So I'll still put that out, whether it takes off or not, really, because I enjoy that form of content, but it'll now be as shorts, So we're just trying to always evolve, Thompson. Not at the moment, but we'll wait and see, because it takes me a little while to organise and stuff like that, and you've got to weigh up your time against the output as well, I think. So that's probably a long-winded answer to it, but I do go into more detail on Behind the Ramble. Pete O'Rourke was the one who tweeted Reece Norrington-Davies loan to QPR, maybe an option in there. I didn't know it was. I didn't see the loan bit. I've just maybe skimmed over that, but
yeah, I saw loan.
But he's got 2 years left, hasn't he? I think. Is that right?
It's one of them. United might be thinking he goes there, and if he sort of finds some form, gets a bit of confidence, then he's still our player, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're obviously thinking that, to give him a chance and get some game time as well. But whether he picks up or not, we'll see.
Paul says, evening, Jim Bob. There's a Wendy's fan having a go at us Leeds for selling out their away end. Apparently, we should have supported their cause just like they'd have done for us, I'm sure. Yeah, it's nice when clubs like Wrexham offer gestures, and that's them as a club, not as a fan base, by the way. But the clubs are offering gestures to help each other out. It's the football family and all that sort of thing. But fans can't be expecting other fans to do stuff. It's not an expectation. It's just it's a nice gesture if they want to do it. So yeah, I know what you mean, Paul. I'll give you an 18-month
It's a cup game, so you might get Leeds fans who can't make it to home games because it's sold out and stuff. Think, I could get a ticket for that, and then that's the chance of seeing their team play.
That's right.
It's not down to them to then not go because obviously what's going off at Wednesday, it's not their
Absolutely
fault.
Right. Yeah, it's not their fault, is it? I'll give you an 18-month contract on caravan sale plus add-ons if you sell it to a Rambler. Up the blades, up the Ramble. Kev, I'm open. I'm open for discussion. What's happened with parking? You have to go back and watch it, mate. I can't put myself through telling that tale again. Ben says the only signs are the amount of time you can stay. You have to go into reception and give them your reg. It's a huge scam, but it's somehow legal. Sorry, Jim, for the bad news. The only signs are the amount of time you can stay. You have to go into reception and give them your reg. Yeah, I know that. So there's no signs saying you can't park in the parent and child bay. There are when I had to go around and speak to customer services. But this is a well entertaining ramble, this. But when I had to go around and speak to customer services, I parked in a different area, and there are signs as you're walking through the main doors there that says if you park in a parent and child bay, you need to register your vehicle. There's nothing like that at Flannels, and that was the place I went and parked in first. That's where I got done. Because if there had been a sign, I wouldn't have parked there, because there were a spot behind me. There were about 10 spots behind me that were open, and I'd have just reversed into that instead. So it's just force of habit that I go in parent and child, because there's more when kids are swinging doors open, it don't smash anybody else's car. So, and that'd have cost me more than £100. Anyway, my first heartbreak came with Sheffield United, says Lowy. If you remember the FA Cup quarter-final game in '97, pen shootout, was a kid in tears. Alan Kelly with his penalty save. Yes, I do remember it. I think that's the night that I'm talking about. Stevie Grizovic in goal for them.
Stevie Grizovic.
Yeah, possibly. Surprised Dunfermline had the ESC slots available. You may hate the sound of it, Jimmy, but I'm with Jord on that one. About you mean about Cam Archer? Right. Thanks for watching, Nige. Evening, boys. I see we're linked with Brereton and Diaz. Supposed to be. I've not heard anything about it. A couple of people in chat who are well informed have as well, but I haven't heard anything about it. I'm not forced to either. I'd be surprised.
Just purely because I think it were an expensive loan in January.
And didn't really work.
No, that's what I'm going to say. It didn't really work out, and owners will probably look at that and think, well, we're not paying that type of money again for it to not work out. So, yeah, I just don't see it at the moment, that myself.
Yeah, me neither, pal. Me neither. Last watch along, Little Willie. This watch along, car parking. Love the variety of the Ramble. There you go, Ben. There you go, mate. Yeah, Willie Nonto. So, no more BBD, please, says the Saint, unless we get the other positions sorted. I'd take him after they're filled. Nothing wrong with the filler content for the channel, Jimmy. Absolutely right. Shame, WA. Where I could be ending. It's really interesting to hear from. I think so too, Tom. I think so too. And maybe it will come back. Maybe if I can get it down to a short where it's less editing, possibly. Because I do like it, but I am so busy at the minute, which is you know, it's just a shame, isn't it? I was talking again on Behind the Ramble on my taxi video, where I'm going to start talking a little bit more about general stuff for content creators and stuff, and just what goes on, because that channel's supposed to be about what goes on behind the scenes. So it's just sort of me emptying stuff out, which I'm answering your question here by doing it, I suppose. But if the channels become more successful, I would like to get an editor on board, because I do like just being on stream and talking about football. But I'm no editor. I'm not an editor, and the things that I was spending sometimes 2 hours editing a ramble on the road, and it might get 1,500 views, 2,000 views, which is great, and I love the fact that those people really enjoy it. But I could also be on a live for 90 after 90 and get 6,000 views and not have to do anything with it. So it's
like any business, isn't it? If there's things that aren't working as well, but other things are, and you get more benefits from that,
it's streamlining it
into it, aren't you? And
that's right.
It just makes sense.
And it's not that I can't be bothered putting time in, because I'll put the time in all day long. But at the moment, it's hitting me particularly hard because girls are on school holidays. So while I'm in here editing, they're inside, and I could be playing with them and doing stuff with them. So it's taking me time away.
Balance as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Can't just be constantly
struggle for balance
and missing out on time with them growing up and stuff.
Struggle for balance, mate. I really do.
You've got to find that balance, and if it means you're knocking some things on head to find that balance, then I think it's right decision personally.
Yeah, possibly, mate. Possibly. Like when I've been going away and stuff, I'm not present a lot of the time. I'm thinking about what's happening with United, and should we be getting some content out tonight, and all these sort of things. So anyway, we're just trying to find that balance. Phil says, I like that Mehmeti at Bristol. Yeah, he's a good player. A good player. He's somebody I think United have certainly looked at in the recent past. I don't think he's necessarily somebody we're currently in the mix for, but he's certainly on a list somewhere. These two signings need international clearance to play, which takes a while, says John. I think it'll be done, John. I think it'll all be done and dusted. I may be wrong, but I think it'll be sorted. Wrexham will be doing it as a PR stunt. Anything for the limelight, says Toddy. That reminds me of Phoebe in Friends. Is there any such thing as a selfless good deed? So because if something makes her argument is, if something makes you feel good or look good, then it's selfish in some form or fashion, because you get the credit for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, so yeah, maybe if you're super cynical, Toddy. Just popped in, I would say 50-50 so far. Yes, I would say so, Paul. I would say so, pal.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, apart from it was Vyman's shot. Was it Vyman's shot?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that were blocked.
Shot. I can't really remember in 33, 34 minutes. Much else going on. Both teams are cancelling each other out.
Ross McCrory, 4 goals in last 6 championship appearances.
Is that him come from Rangers?
I'm not sure.
Misread
you're the Rangers boy, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know whether they're one that made that many appearances though, but the name rings a bell. Oh, chance. Mehmeti 1-0. No, that's Twine. Twine 1-0.
Scott Twine again.
He were open, to be honest, on edge of box.
Yeah, he was.
Essentially, and the ball gets played into him. He takes a touch on his right foot and bends it into Zetterström's left-hand bottom corner. And to be honest, that come from... we're just saying that they're both cancelling each other out. It didn't really come from much.
Scott Twine's point is pointing. Look at Gap.
Yeah, look, they just leave him, essentially.
It's a great run. Who's 11? Mehmeti. Mehmeti pulls his centre half out of position.
Do you know what? It's a good move from
Twine. Mehmeti, I think it's Mehmeti. Number 11 pulls his centre half out of position, and it leaves a huge gap in the middle because Matt Clark does not know where Scott Twine is, and he drops into that space, collects it, and he's through.
The thing is with that as well. Then I think it Sykes on that left hand side. He got ball, and I think they made 3 passes before he scored. It's not like it's a well-built goal. They've just played it out to the right-hand side. Space is opened up centrally. Ball's into him, he scores.
Absolutely
It has come from what you'd not really expected anything, but Vyman's into the box here. He's got no one helping him, tries to play it across, and it's cleared.
Picked up a bit now.
I want to say it might open game up a little bit, which would be quite nice because it was very tentative that first half an hour.
Mark Meldrew with Pop here. Got some spare glasses if you want them, Jimmy. Thanks, pal. Kev says, watching this game, just before a goal, unfortunately for Kev. Watching this game, Bristol City are nowhere near as good as they were at the Lane. Bad free kick in the first half and 2 quick goals in the second. Don't think we're as bad as we all think. Yeah, West Ham are losing 2-1 at home to Chelsea already. If it's financially sustainable, an editor might be a smart decision. Absolutely right, Tom. I agree, and it's got to be financially sustainable because, you know, this is it for me, really. I've got the taxes, obviously, that I can fall back on, but I don't want to just be a taxi driver to pay for an editor. So, you're right. I've got to work a few bits out. We're not in a position to do it yet.
If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and definitely subscribe because it all helps Jimmy get an editor on board.
Yes. And sustain quality content for you. Twine again, says Ray. Absolutely. Here they come again now.
Coming forward, Twine again. Reece makes a running behind it. It's Mehmeti.
Mehmeti,
right
go on then.
Shot, deflects off the defender and just goes wide for a corner.
Bristol City are flying. No, says Paul, the Derby fan. Derby are poor this season in defence. 9-3 now, says Paul. I thought Derby would be all right as well because I like some of the signings. But
I do think they'll. They've added quite a few to this team this year, haven't they? What, 8 or 9?
Yeah, it might take a bit of time to settle. You mean?
Yeah, just a bit of time to settle in, and I do think they will be okay.
I'd always back a John Eustace team to end up doing all right.
They're signing Travis, I believe, 1.5 million.
Yes, what it 1.5? I thought it 1.2, but anywhere around that. Good signing. Good signing. Chelsea 3-1 up now. West Ham are terrible, says Rob. Corner comes in. It's headed away by Danny Bart.
Oh, we haven't looked at match bingo, by the way. Once we get a minute, it might be a chance to have a look. Oh, it's little Liam Thompson got took out as he tried to play it ball. Goes forward to Adams. It's mopped up at the back and cleared by Bristol City.
There's a line gone already.
Already? Having a laugh.
Yeah, Lemmy's has got it. So I'm 4 away now.
Tell you what, you were talking about 3-1 to Chelsea. He's under a lot of pressure already.
Potter, yeah. Old Harry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
Did they lose to first game? Oh, it was Sunderland, weren't it? 3-0.
Sunderland?
So they've conceded 6 goals in 2 games already, and they're only 39
in a game and a half.
Yeah.
Chuffing hell. TV quality seems to have sorted itself out. Yes, it does, Cooler King. Rob, it will be the first Prem manager to go, Potter, says Luke, unless that nutter at Forest sacks Nuno. What is that about, by the way? Marinakis going to be sacking Nuno because he don't like what he said in the presser.
What I likened him to is a Deshpon Chansiri, but with money.
Never mind that. He's
absolutely crackers, that bloke.
He's like the Stelios rip-off that they did on Come Fly With Me. That's what he is. He's an absolute nutcase.
Yeah, how can you even, how can, after what he's done, and to be honest, if he does go, there'll be plenty of teams that want Nuno, 100%.
Yeah.
Come October time, he'll not be out of a manager's job for a long time.
Hi, Nuno. Jokes. Obviously, we're behind Ruben Sayers. Scott Twine, I'd take him, says James. I'm not. He's he's a good championship player, I would say. But I don't think he gets it in front. He's where he excels is his set plays. He can put a free kick in from anywhere. I think he can put him on a dime. But I prefer Callum O'Hare to Scott Twine. I certainly prefer Gus Hamer to Scott Twine.
The only thing is that I prefer Scott Twine's goal scoring rate to Callum O'Hare's.
Yeah, agreed. Just a thought, says Jack, but the editor is only likely to be possible if you increase the amount of content you do on Ramble FC. There's only so much Sheffield United news and content and people interested. That's very true, Jack. And welcome to Ramble FC. This is exactly what we're doing. We are trying to build up more content and provide more for people to jump on. And at the moment, it's very Sheffield United centric because a lot of our Blades Ramble audience have come over. But it is a wider platform. We're doing some shows weekly now with Callum Fowler on his channel and ours, shared platform to try and get it seen by a wider audience. We're going to be doing a Steel City Showdown when me and James from Wednesday Till I Die pod are back off holiday. That'll be a monthly thing. So we are trying to appeal to a wider audience. And you're right. I think that is going to be more chance of longer term growth. And I'm in no rush, but I'm just these are the decisions I have to make while we don't have an editor. Is probably the best way to put it, Jack. But you're right. You're absolutely right, and I appreciate the advice. Great signing this morning, says Tom. I wanted him at Leeds last season. Godfrey, yeah, he's a good signing, I think. Well, I've to be honest, and I don't often sort of say stuff like this, but when all the centre backs were linked, I was very strong on Ben Godfrey. I like him. I think he fits this high press system really well. He's athletic. He's the most Anel like that I think we're going to get. And I think he's better in other areas than Anel. Anel's probably a better ball carrier, but I think he's better than Anel in a lot of other areas. So I don't mind it. If he can stay fit, then I think we've got a really good player on his hands. Yeah. Daz says, good evening, gentlemen. What's this game been like? Currently watching the St. Pat's v... How do you say that name? Drogheda, is it? Yeah? Drogheda.
I think so.
0-0 at half-time. Absolutely rubbish. Jord, what do you reckon to the Scottish Giants' abysmal showing in Europe midweek?
The less I say about that, the better.
Who did you play, mate? Because Jord follows Rangers as well, obviously he's a Blade. But
it was Club Bruges.
All right, okay.
The last,
decent club. Club Bruges. Yeah,
decent. But bearing in mind, we played them in pre-season, not long back. We finished 2-2. And then, it were awful. It was as bad a defending as what United were. It was like watching United first game of the season against Bristol City.
What do you expect with Russell Martin, mate? That's all I have to say.
Honestly, so poor. So, the less said about it, it'll be Celtic. Anyway, you might as well get Celtic League this season because it'll be theirs again.
Really?
Won't be anywhere near again.
Okay. Narcissist that Nottingham Forest owner says the Saints. We'll take Nuno. We won't. We've got a manager we're happy with. We've got to give him a chance. We controlled the second half against West Ham, even though we had less of the ball, says Rob. Never looked like we were in any danger. I was really pleased.
Card coming here, I think, for Oso, because there's just been a couple of tackles on this halfway line, and referees had to have a couple of words. Just late little foot-ins.
Yeah, he's doing it again now, isn't he?
He's having a word. He's having a word with him, and I think
just a word. That's all.
Players are saying that he should be getting him booked, but it got played to Jason Knight. Look, and he's already played the ball away, and also
he gets back of his
foot,
doesn't he?
Late, but it's when referee needs to start taking control a little bit, doesn't he? And
agreed.
Keep doing that over and over again while he's letting him off with it.
Toddy says Marinakis said he hasn't got a problem, but apparently it's because his transfer staff blocked Adama Traore coming in. Right, okay. Nige says Potter will be sacked in the next 5 or 6 games. Doesn't look good for him at all. Takeaway Scott Twine's free kick.
For him.
He's got note, says Daz. He's got 3 goals this 3 goals this season already, though, hasn't he?
Do you know there's one thing, and I'm not complaining about it too much, but Vyman then got played in behind. They waited till he's touched ball and then flag's gone up. And just having a look at it.
My head in that.
He's offside. But, like last season, at the start of the season, if it's going to show you, watch, he kicks ball away. There.
Yeah, he does.
He'd got a yellow card for that. That rule seems to have disappeared again now, doesn't it? You get these certain rules that they bring in, and it lasts for about 5 or 6 games. And
it's rubbish, isn't it? It's the inconsistency that annoys me. It's you can't say what you're going to get given one game to the next.
Yeah.
Callum is miles better than Twine, says the Saint. Yes, he is. Completely agree. Forest owner is a dictator. Yeah, something like that, says Nige. No respect for the management. Just sounds like a Forest fan altogether. To be honest, he's a right muppet. Rob, I said to a few mates, says Luke, last week you'd win. Great performance. Hopefully you get another 3 points tomorrow. Yeah, is it Sunderland Burnley tomorrow?
I've never minded. It is Sunderland Burnley, isn't it? I've never particularly, I've never had a bad word to say about Sunderland. Or to be honest, up that side, Newcastle and Sunderland, I don't actually mind them because they're working class people and they support the club. They follow a moment away. They travel no matter what's going off. And I like both sets of fans, if I'm honest.
They're at Burnley tomorrow, yeah. Tricky. Burnley have got to be targeting that as a must-win.
After
even this early.
After last weekend, you'd fancy Sunderland, though, wouldn't you?
You would, but as we know, in Premier League, you know that the other promoted teams, when they come to your ground, are the must-wins. So it'd be interesting to see how Burnley approach it, because like Sunderland have started so well. It'd be interesting.
They've gone for it though, haven't they? They've gone up and they've splashed the cash. I know they got 30 odd million for Bellingham, so that that helped them out. But they've gone for it and they're trying to get a good go. So fair play.
I think the scouting's been very good as well.
Yeah.
He won it championship. Saint says Blades after dark. Jimmy full on rants, possibly. Methinks Leeds might get lucky this season, says Carl. It looks like wet spam are going to break that relegation model. Long way to go, Carl. Long way to go. I thought Leeds looked good other night against Everton, I have to say. But West Ham have got a team full of quality players, and if Potter can't make it work, then they'll make a change, and that sometimes is the spark that some clubs need, isn't it? So we'll see.
Wilder will be going there.
Am I missing something here? Wrexham have a capacity of 12,800. No parachute payments, but spending like Man City. Where is the revenue coming from? It's the sponsorship, pal. It's the documentary. It's the lining up with international whiskey companies or whatever it is that they have associated with them.
Like United Airlines pays what Premiership teams are getting. Premier League, it's
the money
in Championship
is huge.
You get between, I think, for a sponsor, it's roughly about 500 to £1 million, 500 grand to £1 million in shirt sponsorships, and I'm sure they're raking in about between 5 and 10 million for the United Airlines
Crazy that
sponsor. So that tells you that. And then I read, I think it were on X somewhere. I read that they're pulling about £400,000 per episode, and there's like 15, 20 episodes a season.
Wow.
So you've got a lot of revenue there already, haven't you?
Oh, it's a fairy tale, all right. Saint says Rangers are miles off it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nige says that would be a right therapeutic stream in terms of the Ramble After Dark. Yeah, possibly. Justin says both Rangers and Celtic had issues in the European games. Hibs lost and Aberdeen drew in their European games yesterday. But they'll be lower level European competitions, though, what they would have thought.
Yeah, it's the
Conference League, yeah.
Yeah.
Sayers could get us in playoffs and I'd still take Nuno, says the Saint. Harsh. Half time, by the way, now. Derby losing 1-0 to Bristol City. Kev Wrexham brought in 50 million overseas with sales from the owners series making a mint. 50 mil. Jack says a narcissist sounds like another possible AI signing. A narcissist. He plays outfield but insists on wearing the number 1 shirt. Nice. Tom says you don't stay in the Prem by being lucky. We have to do our part as well. That's be competitive. Yeah, but you were the other night. I thought you smothered them first half.
I thought they played well.
Yeah, I did.
I was quite impressed with him.
I thought they smothered them, and then Everton didn't really have anything coming back at them second half.
That press I thought worked to a T. Everton did not know what hit them that first half.
And that was the key,
didn't
weren't
know
it?
Which way to turn, how to play it ball forward, because as soon as they played ball forward, Leeds were winning ball back with massively high press. And I fair play to them.
That was the question, whether they could sustain the press.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to really in end because Everton didn't throw enough forward at them, even though they had Illiman and Jack Grealish on pitch, which I was surprised that they didn't really penetrate them a little bit more. But Leeds did really well, I thought, and they deserved to win. I thought the penalty were fortunate, but I could understand why it were given. It we're never going to get overturned once it's given, but they deserve the win. To be fair, Daz says I had the privilege of Jord watching the 40 choir boys. Oh my God, I was shocked at how bad they were. The fella they bought off us was atrocious. Paddy Power already paying Celtic out, winning the league. Jim, it's pronounced Drogheda. Say it fast. Drogheda. Right, okay. Thank you. Luke says, I've always had a soft spot for Sunderland. I really like the team in the late 90s, early noughties. Phillips and Quinn were class. They are the classic two-man front team that I always think of. Obviously, the England partnership I always think of is Shearer and Sheringham. But these two, Phillips and Quinn, they were like proper big man, little man combination. Yeah. Flick-ons from Big Niall for Phillips to run onto. What a player Kevin Phillips was, by the way.
And he were only, he would only. like Billy Sharp sort of stature, weren't he? Like,
Yeah, he was.
small but quick. And yeah, he was just different gravy, weren't he?
Yeah, he was.
Absolute different gravy.
Absolute top class. Aberdeen a Europa League and Hibs a Conference League. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that, pal. With several different flags in your profile picture.
Boston
Interesting.
Bruins.
What do you know there, Jord? Out of them?
I can see Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
Is that New England? No, it's not New England Patriots, is it? I'm trying to work them out. Are they all Boston? Them ones, to be honest.
Yeah. There's Boston top right, and is
Boston
it bottom left?
Celtics or whatever? Is that? I can't work that top one at top left out.
Justin, you're gonna have to help us out. Because I'm interested in that now. Luke says I've been to Drogheda, Darren, a long time ago now, but it was lovely. Paul says, well, there's Bristol's 1 goal. Derby will score 3 in the second half. Wow. Okay. That's some claim. Especially after that first half. That's some claim. You haven't brought Brewster on yet, though, Paul. So all will come good.
You watch. He comes on today, right?
Bags.
And he bags. Yeah, I can see it coming.
Especially on a watch-along that we're doing. Ayo Tanaka looked like he was an elite Premier League player that day. Anton Stach is a player too. Anton Stach does look a player. I like the look of him. I thought Tanaka were good. I wouldn't say he looked like an elite Premier League player, but he's he played up to the level which a lot of Leeds fans were concerned about. I think going into, or certainly some that I've spoken to anyway. Kev says, always thought Elf was fair and substantial. So how can you get away with revenue? Or do you mean EFL? EFL was fair and substantial, so how can you get away with revenue without kicking a ball? It's like FFP, isn't it? It's where you can spend relative to your incomings, and that's what they're doing. So, some would argue it's not fair that you can't spend what you want to spend on your club. So it comes down to a matter of luck in terms of how much your owners are worth. Nige says, to be honest, the 3 promoted teams should be looking for it and going around on all the teams they've beat around them. It's the only chance to stay up. Yes, absolutely. That's
what you've got to look at, isn't it?
Of course it is.
When you go up, you know you're not going to be competing with likes of Man City and Arsenal and Spurs and Newcastle. It's the teams down at the bottom like your West Ham, Wolves. I was going to say Palace, but they're probably not. They're in Europe, aren't they? So that's but it's them types of teams. Fulham, they're all going to be down bottom end.
Yeah.
So you've got to be looking to be beating them and then picking odd point up in a random, like in a game against Man City if you can.
Yeah, agree.
It's a tough division. We know it, don't we? From being there.
Levels are incredible.
Massive step up from Championship, and if you don't spend money like we didn't,
you're gonna get
beat 4-5-0 every week.
Big man, little man, oof, glory days, says Rob. Yes, absolutely, pal. The Saint says, just to be clear, I think Sayers is okay, Jimmy, but Nuno is a top coach. Alessandro says, Sunderland and Leeds window have been so good, didn't even realise Burnley had spent over 100 mil too, till I checked, and theirs just isn't to the same level to survive. I didn't realise that. No, I think a lot of that is making the loan deals permanent, though, isn't it? That they had last season.
Edwards and that, weren't it?
Which I think is smart business, because if and when they come down, they'll still be a strong side, or they'll sell them for big money and then they'll be able to reinvest.
Yeah.
So I do get that. It's New England Patriots. I thought it was.
I said that, but I thought
you did.
I thought they were all Boston ones because I couldn't quite tell.
Okay. He's telling us in a minute further down. I'll come to that. Making me weak at the knees reminiscing about them, being Phillips and Quinn. Boston Celtics, Paul's guessing here. It's all the Boston teams, says Justin.
Oh.
Fins up, says Rob. Paul says, thanks to your co-presenter, mate. That's Jord Motson, the man on the mic.
Hey, mate.
Pats, Bruins, Celtics and Revs, isn't it, Justin, says Daz. Darren, it's Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins and Celtics.
Ah.
Nice. Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins and Celtics. Yeah, got you. Tom says 16 mini league, Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds, Wolves, Brentford, West Ham. Yeah, West Ham will be included for now, I think.
Forgot about Brentford. They've lost, they've lost players, haven't they? And then
I mentioned Brentford.
They've not really replaced them, have they?
No.
And then Wissa could be going because obviously
and Keith Andrews,
Newcastle, and then employing him. I'm not slagging him down.
No, not at all.
He's had a good coaching pedigree, but I think it's a huge step up to.
It's good to see. There's so many sort of spurious allegations that we go for foreign coaches all the time who are unproven rather than good British coaches. I think British or Irish, but he's getting a chance at the top level. Fair play to Brentford, but you can't just be a token appointment, can you? You've got to have some pedigree behind you, I think, or some reason that he's been appointed. Has he qualified at the elite level? Has he gone around the world and watched other coaches? Is this why you're giving him a chance? Is he the one that stands out in all your coaching sessions as the man? I'm not against you giving him it, but what reason have you given it to him?
Yeah.
Because at the minute, well, it's very early to say. It's way too early to say, and they've lost a lot of players, but
it is.
We'll wait and see.
I mean, I think what their fans will probably be thinking as well is you've gone from Thomas Frank to Keith Andrews. It's a, step down in it. Yeah, it's a huge step down.
Yeah. Jack says, so 2 signings so far, 3 more to go, right? More than that, pal. More than that, I think. Or do you think we'll get more than 5? I think we'll get more than 5 in total, including today, yeah. I think we'll get more than 3 more signings in. I might be wrong. But I think we'll get more than 3. Sorry, Justin, over in Boston next week. Carl says, yeah, didn't mean Leeds need to be lucky. Just I can't see it. I can see a few. Can't see a few weak links in the Prem top 17 this season. Okay, be interesting to watch how Flores get on if Nuno goes. Also, Europa campaign. True.
Why can I see like if Nuno does go, like them trying to get Mourinho in?
Possibly,
it could just be a typical Marianakis sort of.
But what I would say is a maverick like Mourinho going to be told what he can and can't do, or what he can and can't say?
Yeah, that's true.
I think that'll be a very. You're right in terms of profile. They would think they're big enough to get that sort of. It's a statement to get that level of manager in.
Yeah.
But I don't think he would mesh well with an owner who clearly appears to be a bit of a dictator. I see that Morgan Gibbs-White has been released from captivity today to come out and give an interview as to why he signed for the club that he loves. But
I wonder what he got told to say.
Yeah, I know. I am very happy here, and I wanted to stay and sign my contract. It's one of them, innit?
I got £300,000.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
put on my face,
and he untied my wife and child. Barry says, "What was the reason Sheffield United never spent when you were in the Prem last season?" Jord, over to you, pal.
Oh, wow. Yeah, thanks very much for that. No, in fact, I'm passing it back to Jimmy. You can tell him.
We're in a transitional period, pal.
Yeah.
We were between takeovers that were said to be under a takeover, and then unfortunately, when you're in that period, it's a case of, well, if the current ownership spends the money now, are they going to get it back in the return price, or are the new prospective owners, because they've put a bit of a deposit down, are they going to go in on say halves on what's going on, and that will increase? It's just a very messy period. That was just one reason. Another reason is probably that we weren't ambitious enough. I think it's something that we could argue that as an owner that's selling, and this is just my perspective on it, and it's certainly not come from the horse's mouth, but why would you chuck a load of your own money at it if you think you're going to be selling at a certain price? I think that's probably played a part in it as well. I think the new ownership will be saying similar things.
Sorting his infrastructure out as well.
Yes, that's true. That's true. We were clearing the decks for infrastructure.
They purchased a new training ground. Yeah. So they purchased land for that, and they just put other things first in the background to get the infrastructure right, which impacted us on the pitch.
And that was, and it was a lot more attractive for a sale as well, because we now own everything in terms of our club. So that there's a new academy on the horizon. The new training centre is going to be sorted out at door and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of good things going on at Sheffield United, but we didn't spend the money required. I don't think we spent it in the right places on the pitch either. You can still have a limited budget and do a lot better than we did in the Premier League, and I think that's probably fair. Yeah,
we weren't ambitious, like you said.
I don't think so.
It was just one of them things, and then we tried. I just said we threw a little bit of money at it last season. A lot were in loans, but loans aren't cheap these days, are they?
No, that's true, mate.
Well, we tried to make up for it a bit last season, and we just failed.
Justin says, I'm not even from Boston. I'm from Connecticut, but my dad likes Boston teams, so that's why I'm a Boston fan. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a Blade because my dad's a Sheffield boy. So
I can't say that. My dad's a pig.
Yeah, true. Jord. Oh yeah, I do know that story. As to how you're a Blade and nobody else is. If we had beaten Sunderland in the playoffs last season, would we have spent as much as Sunderland? I don't think so. We must be better prepared for the next time we challenge for playoffs. Believe it or not, Kev, I've heard that we would, but we'll never know. We'll never know that whether that's true or not. I've heard that we'd have really gone for it if we'd have got promoted, but it's easy to say that from this position, isn't it?
Of course it is.
New England is Boston or in that area close by, says Paul. We play Brentford next week at home, says Rob. So some really big fixtures coming up already. Yeah, so you start off with West Ham at home, who are clearly going to be struggling this season a little bit. We didn't necessarily know that at the start of the season, but really great start against West Ham. You go to Burnley, and then you've got Brentford at home. That could be 9 points in first 3 games.
I'm going to make a bold prediction that after 3 games...
you're going to do them here?
They're going to be on 9 points.
Oh, you've done them. Why would you say that?
They're going to be on 9 points, and they're going to be 5th in league.
They won't care about being 5th in league. What they'll care about is getting 9 points on board towards their 17th place finish. That's what they'll care about. That's what they should care about.
I totally agree with that. I just think it'll be like the momentum will keep them going as well.
Yeah.
They've signed some great players and invested well, and then they've won the first 3 games, and it's like but like what we were.
That's what we did in 1920, innit? Yeah, in 1920, 2019, 2020.
Back then.
We went off to a flyer and built up all those points totals really early, and then we were safe, and it was just a really enjoyable season. Yeah. Daz says Boston Celtics were sold recently for around $6.1 billion, weren't they, Justin? Yeah, that's right, says Justin. Thank you very much for that clarification. Jack says, money-wise, it's hard to do what Leeds and Sunderland have done, but we need to do some smart recruitment. And if we're going to survive or do what Ipswich and Burnley are doing, we need to survive if we're going to do what Ipswich and Burnley are doing. Okay. Tom says, if you finish top 3 in that mini-league, you stay up. Doesn't sound so daunting that way. Yeah, Tom, I don't blame you, mate. In that league of 6, you need to just finish top 3, and we are. Yeah. Riley says, potential both clubs from Sheffield going down this year. We will be there. Thanks, Riley. Appreciate that, pal. I will take that bet right now. That both teams don't go down. One might.
One will.
One might. Won't be us. Paul says, Sunderland biggest issue is January and February for African nations.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Hey,
George, but they might have got enough points by then that helps them out. So,
Mogger, who's just signed up for the Platinum Ramblers. Thank you, pal. Very much appreciated. Do you think Bindon was a waste of a loan now? Not at the moment, but if Tanganga and me come in, you could make that argument.
I still think that's too early to call because I firmly believe in Championship. There's a lot of rotation, especially like I said with these 2 and 3 games a week. He's gonna, he might end up playing 25, 30 games. Would you class that as a waste of a loan? No,
I agree, but I do think that your loans should be first teamers, at least 4 of your 5. Yeah. So I know what you're saying. I can make an argument for both, to be honest. Yeah. We definitely, good point though, Mogger. We definitely need more than 3 more. I think we are starting to get a bit greedy, Jack, to be honest. But
it's like when obviously Edridge said, he wanted like 8 more.
Yeah, that's the ideal, isn't it?
We'd like that because, like Sayers said, we lost.
He don't expect that, don't Lee? By the way, he says he thinks we need it.
Yeah.
To be like where we want to be.
Yeah, but and I think we all do, but we have to be. You have to be realistic as well, don't you? And I can't see, another 5 or 6 players coming in. I think. I can't see another 8 players coming in. I think we're probably going to look at 5 or 6. Well, probably 3 more now, 3 or 4 more after today's 2.
Yeah, agreed. Paul says it's always a weak bottom 6. The previous 2 campaigns, no promoter club has brought 30 points. Daz says going to see Red Sox versus Pirates while I'm there, Justin. Bruins pre-season hasn't started yet. Toddy says I've seen Big Ange was a suggestion for the Scabs. Mm-hmm. I think he'd be quite vocal though as well, wouldn't he? Old Big Ange, he's not backwards at coming forwards either. So I quite like him. I don't mind straight talkers.
If they want a yes man, Gareth Southgate's your man.
Yeah, true. Luke Blade says was going to say the same. Jord Forrest had Jose written all over them, and then that doesn't end well either. If you took a shot every Every time Gibbs White said during that interview, you'd be plastered. Dave says, "Evening, boys. TP tomorrow." Yes, Dave the Nose. I will be there, pal, and I will see you there.
Possibility, Dave. It's 50-50 yet whether I am or not.
Unbelievable, you. Unbelievable. Paul says, "I love listening to the stuff you chat about as it confuses my head as a Ram not knowing your players up the Ramble."
Well, is your place to start learning then?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Afternoon, Jimmy and Dodgy Motson, says Beast Boy. There were rumours about Big Ange on X for Forest. Rob says, "Don't say it." He said it, mate. He said it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 1920. Yes, I know. That's why I tried to sort of get it back out again. 2019, 2020. Nearly as old as me, says Ray. 5 more now, Jord, says Lee. That's what we need now. 5 more. In an ideal world.
Yeah.
Oh, here come Derby. Lovely touch. Adams, maybe a little bit heavy there. Is that a corner?
Rob Dickey who cleared it.
Yeah, it was.
It hits corner flag. It definitely goes out for I'm sure it goes out for a corner. It was Sanderson who come down right, weren't he? Played Adams in. He takes an heavy touch into the box, and Dickey just clears it.
Corner. I didn't realise he was captain, young Abu.
No, I didn't know he was captain for them. To be honest, I'd have expected someone like Matt Clark to have been wearing armband for him. He's a bit of a leader, isn't he?
Or Danny Bart.
Yeah.
Brett says, he is so confident we don't go down this season, Jimmy, because we have a manager who is proven in relegation battles. That's a small positive. Nice, Brett. Nice. Luke says, I have a feeling if we get Tanganga, we don't sign me. If we wanted to sign me, why haven't we done it already? Good point.
We've been taking a look at him, haven't we, though?
Yeah, good point. Oh, Risa. Having a little push with Carlton
Well,
Morris.
this was happening in first half, weren't it? Matt Clark at back, hits it back across. Oh, Ebro Adams. As if you're going for another egg kick.
It's good. Yeah, it's going to be a free kick.
Yeah.
You can't go for an overhead kick now when people are around you. Ridiculous.
That is, I mean, he were nowhere near it. That were like me trying to do it on a Sunday League pitch. Outrageous. Let's have a look. I mean, to be honest, is it a foul? Because Mehmeti actually goes, he's not even anywhere near it. Look, he stops.
Yeah, because he bottles it because Adams is swinging his foot at it, to be fair.
Is it? I mean,
no, he don't. It's not a foul. It's the old intent that Morgan got done for. Daz says, George, snap regarding family members, mum, dad, younger brothers, all follow the dark side. What saved me was Tony Curry. Dad liked him as a player, dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so glad I didn't. You know, in life, I've followed a lot of things my dad's told me to do. A lot of things, because he's been a great role model to me. The best thing I ever did was not support that side at City and follow what he did there.
But to be fair to your dad, didn't he take you to both sides?
Well, he didn't. He like Eric were when we were a lot young. I was only about 2, 3, so I didn't even have a choice. And long story short, you know, parents split up. My dad come back, looked after us, and then when it was like kid, whatever it was called, he took us. My other brother, he had Wednesday shirts and stuff like that, and then played for United. Youth, obviously, like it were like what did they call it? School of Excellence back then, and wanted to start going and watching United. My dad were like, "I'm not taking you there." So my uncle did, who was a Wednesday fan as well, and he always said to me, "Dad, I will make our journey United fan no matter what," and he did. So
nice.
That's how it happened.
So have your uncle to thank.
Yeah. Well, yeah. To be honest, we do wind him up about that sometimes because obviously he tries to get banter off and talk about United on Wednesday, but we're like, well, thanks to you, we both support United, so it worked out in the
end. Jack says he's gutted he can't go to games until after Charlton. Why is that, Jacko? What's happening, pal? You have to let us know. Jamie Dumpling.
Engagement party.
Yeah. Jamie Dumpling says, just had a niece pestering me for the last hour. I was 10 when she was born. Nightmare child. All right, thanks for letting us know, pal.
What are you now, Jamie? 14?
Is that what she said? Or are you, Jamie? Yeah. Yeah, very good. So there's just a bit more Red Sox chat going on. I'll let you chat amongst yourselves and chat about that.
Yeah, we're going to actually watch some football.
Yeah, we can do, mate. We can do.
Oh, it's the ambient right inside. There's 2 players that come out to him. Terrible left-footed knock on there. McCrory clears it up. It's intercepted. But God, this is so scrappy there. It's cleared by Mehmeti over halfway line. Someone else goes down in centre, Twine, asking for a free kick. Not given. Sanderson now recoups it. The Weidman's gone down as well with his left foot. His sock halfway down his left leg, sorry. This is what, one player I never minded, Carlton Morris.
Yeah, decent, isn't he?
I always, obviously when he was doing that championship spell with Luton and they were doing well, I actually wanted United to sign him when we went up, for a bit of physical presence up top.
I'd have been on board with that.
And then
when he was in his peak, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. Last season, it didn't work for Luton at all, did it? It probably had one of his poorest seasons in quite a while.
Yeah, agreed.
Sinclair Armstrong's coming on now, talking about presence. So I'm guessing it's either going to be, is it Reece, that'll probably come off, I would think. Straight swap. Have a look.
It's got either that or somebody on right. It is Reece. Yeah,
Reece who's come off. Straight swap.
Because they don't need to go any more than one up front, do they? So
no. But at the end of the day, it's Derby who's sort of chasing this now, isn't it? At the moment, it's Bristol City can be comfortable. Well, you're never comfortable at one, but you know what I mean. They don't have to push up goal out, do they?
True.
I find it weird seeing Rob Dickie playing just because I'm used to him being sent off. Cleared forward. Sinclair Armstrong with his presence, holding it off. Surely that's a free kick. Danny Bath just shoves into the floor, and it is. It's going to be a free kick to Bristol City. High fives for Sinclair Armstrong for his first touch. Let's see who takes it. Well, I'd expect Scott Twine to be taking this. It's only inside D at halfway line, so it's not that far. So I'd be expecting an high ball to be lofted up here, especially when you've got Rob Dick. Oh no, they've took it short, so that just proves exactly what I've just said, doesn't it? Matt Clark now picks it up. It is, it's not the best of games we've watched, is it?
No, it isn't. It isn't, mate. We're going to get these, aren't we?
We can't have it end to end every game, can we?
Yeah, it's nip and tuck as well. Teams don't want to lose. Tight game, this. Obviously, Derby need to be doing something, though, so they need to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So look at some comments. Alessandro says, me, for experience and leadership in a free makes sense. Also, given he's 35, doubt he can play Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So him, Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon, Matty and Robbo is great depth to have. I also think him being in the middle of a 3, at his age helps him as well rather than in a 2.
He's covered either way then, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
You got cover on both sides, so
I don't think
it's a possibility that we could go down that route.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
I don't think Robbo will be a part of it, to be honest, Alessandro.
Yeah.
And I think if Robbo stays, then won it. I know people were talking about
that's a yellow card.
Oh, that's late. That's at least a booking.
Timing that tackle from behind. See, this is the thing. If he just has a word again with him here, referees, he seems very, very reluctant to give out cards.
That's a yellow card all day long.
It don't catch him, it don't touch him, but it's like I said, when you go for intent.
Did he not? I thought he caught him.
I'm surprised because how many other games do you see that? Like yellow cards are straight out.
I thought he touched him there.
I don't think he catched him properly. It's sort of not like obviously with his studs. It's probably like Bakari's calf that sort because he's a bit late and he catches him there. But
I know somebody said earlier that I think if Tanganga happens, then me doesn't. I think it's more if Robbo stays, then me doesn't come. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
And if Robbo goes, then me comes in. It would be great to hear the commentator say me to woo. Chuckle Brothers style, says Jack. It certainly would. Tom says the relegation chat your fan base has me in stitches there. There's absolutely no chance you lot go down. I agree, or even finish bottom half. Forest were bottom after about 2 months, then got promoted. Yeah, that's right. That's why you've had people calling for Steve Cooper already, Tom, in our fan base. We've seen it. She won't be allowed on cop with Uncle Jamie then, says Dave regarding Jamie's niece. Absolutely right, she won't. Your squad is far better than what theirs was. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too. They were really weak in terms. They had loads of holes everywhere in that Forest squad.
Here
Still went
comes
up.
the boy.
Oh, he's here.
No haircut.
No hairdo. Yeah. Is
Got braids. 3 subs for Derby here, actually.
that braids or cornrows?
Cornrow, is it that what they're called?
Don't know. I'm
Along them
not
lines, innit?
down with my hair style jive, to be honest. From the players you've both seen play for Blades, what's the best 11 you could put together, says Alessandro. Wow. That is a meaty question that we could probably do a whole show on. To be
I want to
honest.
say I don't think we've got enough time for that because
I can tell you the best.
And then
I'll tell you the best player I've ever seen is Iliman Ndiaye.
Yeah, and I agree. I him or Michael Brown for me. I loved Michael Brown.
Michael Brown, absolute top class. J Bod says, "Are we actually interested in Woo Ramble?" I don't know. Woo Ramble? Yes, mate, we are. Yes, we are. It seems to be like a made-up transfer. How much longer can we be close? I don't know. I am not connected directly to that transfer. I am told by people I trust that there are ongoing conversations about it. So, I trust the people that are talking. It doesn't mean it happens, J-Bods. It doesn't mean it happens.
Liam Thompson who's coming off.
So what's, tell us what's happening.
Liam Thompson's coming off. And he's replaced by, I don't know his first name, Clark.
So Thompson, it's Bobby Clark.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, him from, who he's played at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
is he from Leipzig now?
Leipzig.
Or Salzburg, somewhere
One
like
of
that.
Red Bull teams, weren't it?
Yeah.
I know Vyman's coming off for Ryan Brewster.
And Elder's off for Joe Ward.
Yeah. I mean,
Brewdog's on.
Brewster, does he?
Come on, Brewster. Go on, son.
Very intrigued to see how he does. And do you know what? He's not. He's playing where he's not playing centrally because Carlton Morris is central.
He's 2 up top though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm thinking it went 3-4-3. Yeah,
so he's got a partner up there, which is good.
I think that's what he wanted to play for us, wasn't it? End of the day, when we brought him in, he was a striker and then got played in loads of different positions.
Justin said, thought a team like Burnley would be after Tanganga. If anybody's interested in joining our Platinum Ramblers chat, then
I'm going to say
there's some chatter on there about Burnley possibly making some moves. Kev says, same as Motson, my dad played for Wednesday, 59 to 65, took me to Old Cricket Ground at the Lane in 73, fell in love with this club, up the Blades, up the Ramble. Top man. Peake says, as it stands, we're off the bottom, yippee! Oh my God, that's bad, isn't it? That's bad, Will. That's bad, Peake, because Will's coming up next.
What's that? Have Derby lost, did they lose the first 2 games?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Brewster's coming on, so game's going to finish 1-0 Bristol City, says Will. Out of order. Out of order from you. Who is Josh Brownhill waiting for, the highest bidder? Yes, he is, mate. That's exactly what he's waiting for. And fair play to him, because he'll get it eventually. Maybe not the price he wants, but he'll get a big payday.
Someone in Premiership will take him on, surely.
Yeah, they've got to do, haven't they?
Yeah.
Tom says, agree, Justin. He has a release clause of like $3 million for Premier League clubs. If he signs, do you think we'll give him give the number 2 to Woo? So it'll be Woo 2? Yeah, we've got to do, haven't we? We've got to do. Somebody needs that number 2. It'll weigh heavy on someone, unfortunately, but we haven't retired it, so somebody's going to get it.
Final edge at box, Clark tackles. So that's from Collects. That's as interesting as that got.
I'd take him at Leeds, to be honest, impact player. I don't understand why no Premier League clubs have come in for Tanganga. I do not understand it. And they may do, yeah. We may jinx that. I'd take the Ramble episode at some stage if you two make your respective Blades 11s. Yeah, we'll probably do that at some stage. I think that's possibly something that we'll do for like a Platinum exclusive or a Patreon exclusive. Well,
that could be a hot topic sort of thing, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could. It could, mate. It could. I think Dave the Nose is going to be doing a hot topic on Sunday. It's long overdue. We haven't had a chance to do one recently because it's been pretty busy. Did my last comment come through? Just curious, says Rob. If I didn't read it, then no, because I've tried to read every single comment, Rob, other than the Bruins and Celtics back and forth. That there were a lot of them. West Ham keepers just dropped a catch, and it's 4-1 to Chelsea after 54 minutes. Oh dear.
And then they've just signed from Leicester.
Is that the Leicester? Yeah, is that the Leicester boy?
Madsen, is it?
I'll have a look.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
Cooper's going to West Ham.
Hermanson,
that's it.
Oh dear. Chelsea 4-1, and now there's a fire drill. Oh, Jimmy, you never saw the best ever though, TC. Dave, my dad says same. I didn't. You're right. I didn't see him. And my dad says same. When I were talking about Illiman being best ever, he were like, not for me. And he understands why I say what I say as well.
I never got to see him play, but I got to spend a lot of time with him from working at United. And he's the most miserable person you'll ever meet.
Yeah, but he's a legend.
He's funny. No, I mean, when I'm saying I found it funny.
Yeah, dry.
Very, very dry. But you were brilliant. And
Jim Royal.
Yeah, well, and he would trek like a royal down there as well. And rightly so.
New t-shirt, Jimmy says, imminently. Have I said imminently a lot? Do I say that a lot? I probably. Brewster's on. Let's on. Well, I think that's let's go, James. But yeah, let's on. Jimmy's not down with the Barnets, so he just plays it safe and follows Milo from the Tweenies. Phil with no profile picture, by the way. Come on then, Phil. Let's see your Barnets.
That's one at best.
I don't even know who Milo from Tweenies is.
Oh, I do. Sinclair Armstrong with a shot.
Oh, Zetterstrom.
Oh, I need to find it if I can get this on screen now.
No, how about not getting it on stream now?
No, I definitely am getting it on stream.
How about not? One of the best players I've seen for Blades is James Beattie. Yes, Brett. Never gets mentioned for some reason, but he was great. Yeah, James Beattie. Probably the best clean striker I've seen in a Sheffield United shirt. Oh, I nearly swore. That's not like, is it? Not like.
It just made me laugh. Oh, dear.
Anyone remember the Sun G High songs? No.
I do, but I'm not singing it.
Woo to and come out to it. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Yeah.
That'd be, do you know, that'd be better than what we've got now. I don't even know what song it were. What, you know, I know under Wild it were Kasabian, weren't it? But I couldn't tell what that new one were.
Can't call it a can't. We should be coming out to Adrenaline by Matilda Shakes.
Absolutely.
Or Fever Dream, I'll take that. My best ever 11 says Jamie Dumpling. Probably this season, judging how young you are.
It's a shot from McCory.
Jamie Dumpling says his best ever 11 is Dino, GB2, Basham, and L Jock. And L instead of Egan. Stevens, Norwood, Hamer, Gibbs, White, and Diane Sharp. Definitely forgot a few. That's a brilliant 11, to be fair. I know he's only young, he's old Jamie Dumpling, but that's a brilliant 11. I would have had John Egan in for an L as a definite one that jumps out.
Yeah.
But that is some side, isn't it?
I'm struggling to pick out.
I know.
And put in, apart from like, I'd probably swap Norwood for Michael Brown. Yeah. You could probably. You
could go Beattie in there somewhere, couldn't you?
You got Michael Tongue, he was good.
A lot of people have picked Brian Dean as well, over Billy Sharp probably.
That's what I'm saying. It's different generations are going to pick different players.
My dad would have TC and Alan Woodward in there as well, and all sorts. So
it's crazy.
Me and my dad did that once. To be fair, we did a best United team. I can't remember. I think it when 3MB were just a Patreon exclusive, and he picked a team that had Stuart McCall as a holding midfielder, and then he had Gibbs White, Tony Curry, Illiman and Dye, and Glyn Hodges, I think, somebody like that, all in front of Stuart McCall. I'm like, Jesus, poor old Macca has got all this work to do. And we're like, yeah, well, you can't leave this guy out. You can't leave that guy out.
See, people are missing like Keith Edwards as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's loads, isn't there, you can pick from, like ridiculous. People at Inknet, people that pick Alan Kelly.
They would.
There's been so many good players for United, but there's also been so many poor players as well.
True. Rob says, excuse my ignorance, is Sheffield quite territorial, where Wednesday fans mainly from the Hillsborough area, United mainly from the centre, or is it just all a big mix? I think that's probably fair to say, isn't it?
I think more recently it's a bit more mixed. I think going back years, you used to hear a lot of people from city centre and up that way. Would be United, and then Hillsborough and Wisewood and all that'd be, and Parson Cross, you know, up this side would be Wednesday. But there's a lot more mix these days. A lot. Yeah,
there is. There is. I ended up in Aldi down near. Where did we go the other day? what's it called?
I mean, it'd
Through
help.
Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Like a river, like a lakeside thing where all kids can play. And so, is it Riverland Valley or something like that?
Right.
Just Wednesday nights everywhere.
What, an Aldi down there?
Yeah, there's an Aldi down.
Oh,
It's opposite
no,
stadium.
are you
Opposite
sure?
stadium.
Opposite stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They've only just built that.
Yeah, it looked new, but it were full of Wednesday nights. I saw United out though. We talked about United. 5-1. Oh, 5-1 says
in the
Matt.
morning.
Oh, West Ham fans are leaving early, says Justin. Inconsistent from same refs week in, week out, says James. Kev says, Brett, so is his son not a bad forward, looks loads of potential, BT. It's a different BT, that, Kev.
It's the BT that we brought in after we lost James BT.
It's Craig Beatty's boy, who wasn't quite the Beatty that we're referring to.
Oh, no, it was Connor Salmon, I'm thinking of, that missed from 2 yards out against.
Yeah, Craig Beatty weren't great, but Jevon Beatty looks a real good prospect. Hermanson doing his best Melier impression, says Tom. Oh my word!
Ooh, have you checked your match bingo? I need a goal ending in any fourth minute we have 4, a yellow card shown in any minute we have 4, and a left-footed goal now for Bristol City for 2 lines.
So why am I getting excited for you?
Because you should be. Because it's going to happen.
I'm miles off me.
It's going to happen. Another 2 subs for Bristol for Derby, so I think that's their 5 used up as well.
Tell you what, we're 3 away from 9,200 on Blades Ramble though.
Ooh.
We're getting there,
Like
pal.
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
It's free.
It is free. It's completely free. No.
Also, when Baths come off, and it's, I don't even know how you say that.
Goomin.
Goomin. And other one, I missed that one then.
I could have said something else then. That'd have been so wrong. And it looks like Nick Blackman, but it's not.
Yeah, it did look like. And he played for Derby, didn't he?
He did. Left footer.
He had a great score. He had about 10 games and he scored 8 goals, and then
yeah.
we lost him.
Curry, Sabella, Illy in that order, says Daz. Woo scores, play song 2 by Blur. Woohoo!
How good would that be?
Yes, nice. We used to play that when we scored, didn't we? I'm sure we used to play that. There were like a 3-second clip back in late 90s, I'm sure.
Our early 2000s when I first started watching, so
I'm sure. Well, I don't know when it came out, to be honest. It might have been early 2000s. That made me look daft, but I'm sure we played that for like 2 or 3 seconds when we scored a goal. Rob says, a random player I thought played great against us for you was Paul Coots. Yes, probably in our championship relegation season. What a player he was. He broke his leg, Rob, in a terrible challenge with Marvin Sordell against Burton, and he was never the same player, unfortunately. He were out for such a long time. It sort of ended his career prematurely.
Leg break as well.
Terrible. And what happened with Paul Coots was Chris Wilder had come into the club in League One and didn't rate him, put him on transfer list, him and Kieran Freeman and a load of others. But then we're forced, a little bit like we are now in terms of what we've got in a lack of options, we're forced to play some of these players that he didn't quite fancy and sort of give him it as a bit of a challenge to look, prove me wrong then. And Paul Coots became absolutely pivotal to our midfield. Him and John Fleck were absolutely incredible together. And they went into the championship together, and we were doing really well. We're at first season back in championship. With Coots, first season back, weren't it? We were doing really well, and then he broke his leg against Burton. We had a terrible challenge from Marvin Sordell, and we're never the same player.
Oh, it's a ball played back across from Derby. No one there, and it's just cleared by Bristol City.
So yeah, Coots, there it is.
Well, that said it all about Coots, because when we were in Box Park, the Coots come on stage and did a little interview, and they couldn't interview him because the fans were just singing his name constantly for about 5 minutes. That's right. Brilliant, weren't it? So that's how well thought of he is at United.
Yeah, he played for us for a long time. We obviously saw him through his injury, and then he came back into the side, weren't quite the same, but that 18-month period where he was just, he were like a maestro, weren't he? At middle, he were just, brilliant. He was the boy.
He made us tick, didn't he?
Never give the ball away. Tongy says that the Saint always gets overlooked, does Tongy, but a really strong midfield, along with Michael Brown in that centre midfield, and sometimes out wide, weren't he, Tongy?
Yeah.
Jock's definitely in there. Yes, he is. 100% he's in there. I'm only messing Jimbo. I meant Jake, not Milo. And in terms of... all right, okay. I don't know who Jake is, so Jord's going to have a little look now to see him Googling away.
I thought, to be honest, I thought he meant Milo were bleeding Ryan Brewster. So now he's on about Jake. If he's on about you.
What we're going to say, on Jamie's team as well, you can't have... I was saying Egan should be in there, but that was just because of the players around him. It's got to be Morgan, hasn't it? It's got to be Chris Morgan on that side.
God's sake.
It's absolutely disgraceful.
That's more like David Beckham's old bleeding... What were it called?
I'm more concerned, Phil, with how you know all Tweeny characters.
Because when I were about 4-year-old...
I'm asking Phil. I'm asking Phil.
Oh, I thought you said Jord.
No. But if you want to watch Tweenies, Jord, that's up to you, pal.
Still watch it now,
What you do on your days off, mate, is none of my business. If you want to watch them. I feel awful for West Ham. I'm playing opposites, says Jack. Brian Dean says Saint. Yeah, absolutely right. Curry Woodward and Sabella, Keith Edwards and Glenn Cockrell, says Kev. Paul says Brian Dean scored the first ever Premier League goal for the Mighty Whites. I don't think that's what he's known for, is it? Let's be right. But we don't talk about that first season. What a disaster handing Cantona to Man United. Brian Dean is most famous for scoring the first ever Premier League goal. And it wasn't for the Mighty Whites. It was for Sheffield United. And I know you're saying he scored Leeds' first Premier League goal. Yeah. But he scored the first Premier League goal.
Against Man United, weren't it?
Correct, it was.
Header. All played into the box. He headed it. Were it past Michael?
Worst ever Blades 11. There's definitely a ramble in that.
Dean Hammond.
Definitely. Dean Hammond, captain. Connor Salmon up top.
What were his name?
Jamie Keverley and Jack Robinson at the back. That's a joke. I'm gaslighting.
What about that goalkeeper that came on against Burnley and he was whipped off?
Lee Baxter,
that's it. Yeah.
I don't know. Robin Olsen might be up there.
Hey, he's put in a good word for Matty.
Apparently. I heard that. I saw that question and I thought, what's he going to say? No, I haven't spoke to him. And even what did he say? Well, he said, be careful because they're dodgy. He's not going to say that either, is he? So it was one of those sort of token answers, I thought. I think he covered for him. Matt Clark with a good head clear from that corner.
It's really lacked in quality, this game, for me. And it says, because we've not really touched much on it, have we?
No, we haven't. Aldernate Stadium should have come and said hello and helped me escape whilst I'm at it. I'm a blade, get me out of here. That were ages. To be honest, Jamie, that were a couple of weeks ago now. When I was born, my dad wanted me to name me Keith Edward Gibson. I appreciate the thought, but who has a baby Keith? Not many now, Brett.
I couldn't imagine you as Positive Keith.
Positive Keith. In fact, you've done it now, mate. Keith the Positive Blade. Change your name. Thank you. Talk about Connor Salmon. Saw him at Falkirk about 5 years ago. Got man of the match. Unbelievable. Not for Falkirk
he did do what Connor Salmon did do all right in Scotland. It was just England that he weren't the best in. Scott Twine with a corner anyway. In swinger. Oh, it's headed at near post by Mehmet and it goes through everyone.
Come on, Derby.
Ward picks it up and he
get it to Brewster.
Brewster is running onto it.
He does.
Back forward. Brewster's on the ball. He somehow Megs. How has he kept
well
that
done.
ball?
He's done well there. He's done really well there.
Lose it, but it's a poor ball.
Oh, what a terrible ball!
Poor ball. Here we go. Mehmeti running on this left-hand side. He runs at Sanderson. Left foot shot, like stick. It goes through everyone. Twine just has to slide in there. It's 2-0.
Wow. Jamie Dumpling says, only 4 away on match bingo from a full house. Need for 2 lines, a red card for either, and a headed goal for Derby. So you want a handball? Oh, no, you don't.
If you win it, Jamie, I'll have a pint tomorrow at Triple Point.
He never gives the away counts, says James. He never gives the ball away, does Coots, says David. Absolutely right. Chris Morgan, proper captain. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. My 11s, Kelly, GB2, Morgan, Jags, Wayne, Quinn, Tong, Brown, and Dye, TC, BT, and Dean. Tell you what, you can't argue with that either, and it's very different to Jamie's.
And he's dropped out Billy Sharp.
Yeah, I know. So there's a few not in there.
Billy Sharp gets in over James Beattie just purely for how many years he served for us. Beattie, we're only there,
you give it longevity, but I think James Beattie's a better player.
Yeah, probably.
You're only holding back there because of your loyalty to Bill, and I understand it.
Yeah.
But Billy would probably tell you James Beattie's a better player. Well, maybe he wouldn't actually, but I think he is.
To be honest, I'd have David McGoldrick in
there. David McGoldrick.
What a player.
Oh, David McGoldrick. He's still doing the business. We've got a Didsy Award on the Yorkshire's Finest show that we do with Carl Fowler. That's the best performance of the week, named after the GOAT himself. Best kids show I watched with my kids was Tiz Was, says David.
Yeah.
Jamie says, was one season off from seeing Coots. Gutted, but no was a great replacement, and we may never have seen Ollie if Coots didn't get injured. That's true, but that's more of a silver lining
that
than
an absolute steal, weren't it? Norwood. On loan and signing for $2 million. Ridiculous.
Wait, 2 in end, yeah.
I'm sure it was about 2. It were ridiculous anyway.
Oh, less than 10 and it's a bargain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tom says, I remember Tong's goal for Leeds against Wednesday. Then our fan jumped on the pitch and decked their keeper. Lee says, Baxter in the net. Absolutely right. Worst ever. First name on the team sheet is Ollie Burke.
Oh, good shout.
He's a more modern twist, but he's definitely in contention, isn't he?
Yeah. And he's still playing in German Bundesliga. Or whatever it is that he's gone to.
Yeah, Werder Bremen. He's probably at Bayern Munich by now.
He got to move, didn't he? He got to move. It was Union Berlin. He signed for Union Berlin.
Oh, yes, it was.
Ridiculous.
Does Robbo make that 11? Yep, says Tom. Naira Nosworthy. Yes, that's a great shout as well. Claude Davis might get in there.
I had big expectations for Claude Davis.
Yeah, me too. Signed for about £3 million, didn't we?
$3 million from Preston, and I thought it was going to be a really good signing. He were absolutely awful, like bleeding Bambi on ice.
Did we sell him to Derby? Or did we sign him from Derby? I'm not sure.
No, we signed him from Preston.
Anyway. I think he went. I've got Derby in my head for some reason.
I'll search it while you're chatting.
Worse than Gerbich? Yes, worse than Gerbich.
Oh, big time.
Nosworthy at the back for the worst 11, says Tony Raw.
Jamie Kevley could make it.
Yeah, Jamie Kevley, I've got in my team, yeah.
Liverpool.
10-3 for Eustace Ball. Yeah, it's not great, is it, Paul? Daz says, was that game Jimmy Dino's first goal? I had the misfortune to see leaps like a salmon in the League of Ireland. It was crap then. Michael Higdon, notable mention. Didn't have the longevity, but yeah, I'll give you that. He came in with a bit of fanfare for us, like he were going to be the big signing, and just did nothing.
Sinclair Armstrong into the box. He cuts back. He megs Clark.
Yeah, he does.
Now it's Twine. Oh, he should have gone onto his left foot. He should have gone to his right.
It were hammered into him. He took a decent first touch and a terrible second touch.
And now comes Ryan Brewster over halfway.
Go on then, Brewdog.
Oh, it's a poor ball. It's
really poor. Is that Joe Ward?
Again. Sinclair Armstrong on this left-hand side, deep
Matt
down.
Matt Clark on his wrong side as well.
It's just slow though. There, they could have and a terrible ball into McCory, and here come Derby.
Two poor teams at the minute. How have we lost at home to Bristol City? They don't look great, do they?
They don't look the same team that played it. Well, I'm saying that they weren't. I wouldn't have said they were. We gifted them that game, didn't we?
Jord, is Jamie old enough to get into the pub or to buy you a beer, or does he need ID?
He can bring his ID because he probably will get ID'd.
Not Keith, the positive blade. You've got to change that profile picture though, Brett, because it's same as old Lee. I don't know if it's the same person. Can we squeeze Luke Thomas in that worst 11? Stoller living with us. I think I connected with more of his crosses than our strikers, and I sit on the cop. Yeah, Luke Thomas was terrible. We will definitely do a worst 11 because I think it's a funny chat.
You could do one way, do a best and a worst.
Yeah, true. Would have loved to have seen that 06 Warnock side. However, I was born that year.
Oh, Danny Webber
off the post.
Danny Webber in that championship season.
Yes, absolutely right.
Went out brilliant.
Claude Davis only ever kicked the ball with his shins. He was shocking.
Yeah, he did go to Derby, by the way. You were correct.
Thank you. Whew. I do know a few bits.
Striker
striker from Fulham, we got flopped. Striker from Fulham.
Striker from Fulham.
Don't know. Mason Holgate was bad, sent off in 9 or 11 minutes. I'm not putting Mason Holgate in there. I like Mason Holgate. He didn't have a great time with us.
I didn't.
I think people more think because of the wedge you were on, it was such a terrible signing. But he wasn't a bad player. I
didn't think he were good. I scrapped the money that he were on. I didn't think he were very good. I think he had all promised in the world that he was going to be a great player, and he never fulfilled it.
I knew this would come back to bite me, by the way. Daz has said, yeah, you have, and you gave it to McBurney this week, the Didsy Award, Jim. That is sick, that is. McBurney scored and got 2 assists in their 3-2 win against Oxford. You have to give McBurney, for who best performed in their Yorkshire side this week, or this past week, McBurney won it for me, and Cal agreed with me, and to be fair, so yeah, he got the Didsy Award.
To be honest, before you'd even gone with that award and you started mentioning it, I was thinking, who could it be? And then his name popped into my head straight away. And so
it had to
I
be. It had to be. Best runaway fast. I'm awful at predictions, says Paul. Well, 3-1. I think you said, Paul, at half time.
I said 2-2.
Mogga goes
2-2 game.
I know. Mogga goes with Kelly, Babokis, Maguire. Maguire's an interesting shout. Jock and Stevens, Norwood Brown, Berger and Dye, Dean and Sharp. 4-3-1-2.
People are forgetting Kyle Walker.
Yeah, but I have the Kyle Walker argument, because is it the player they went on to become, or is it the player they were for Sheffield United? Because I always think it's the player that they were at Sheffield United. And if it is that, then Kyle Walker don't get a look in.
But we're talking about the best 11, and it's got to be players that have played for Sheffield United.
Well, that's the conversation in it. I would say it is a players went, because if it's a career thing, then James Beattie walks it anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be how they were at Sheffield United, because Dean Hammond isn't a terrible player when you consider that metric. Yeah. So anyway, so those are the metrics that we're going to go with. Yeah. Kyle Walker for me don't get in, which sounds incredible. Yeah.
Well, we're only young, weren't he? Then did he have about 2 seasons with us? So it were a lot better elsewhere. Well, a lot better at Tottenham and Man City than they were at us.
True. Barry Ailes, says Luke. Yeah, he was just like a supplementary player. That was the Fulham player that they must have been on about. Barry Ailes.
Yes. Yeah. Because he went to... Did he go to Millwall?
I don't know where he went.
I were in a taxi the week and he were mates with Barry Ailes, and he told me reason why he left United. And I've completely forgot it. I would have actually said that. I'd have told you, and I've completely forgot it. But it was a very interesting story. I was like,
So, sounds interesting.
It fell out with Warnock, put it that way.
Well, yeah, shock.
It fell out. He told me it reason. Oh no, what was it now? No, it's gone. And if it comes back, I'll say it. But he had a big fallout with Warnock.
Oh, what a save!
It's in. It's 1-1.
That's a goal.
Yeah,
Carlton Morris
1-1.
Won a pick. Go on then.
Derby have scored
like that.
It would have ball into the box, wasn't it? While I was trying to think about Barry Ailes. And you're an header at back, stick across goalkeeper. It was a great save, but obviously he's pushed it out wide to right, and Carlton Morris is following it in, and he plays a shot back across goal with his left foot. There's defenders on line trying to block it, but I think it full ball obviously crosses the line because referee's watch were going off.
It would definitely have a line that, weren't it?
Yeah. You watch John Hughes is kicking off about. And we'll see it properly here. Yes, it's a cross up left-hand side. McCrory doesn't even jump to win it. It's a great save from Vitek.
Yeah.
It's the defender that's on the line. Is it Rob Dickey? Yeah, Rob Dickey. It goes through his legs, doesn't it?
He tries to make
the block from left.
Yeah, Morris smashes it just towards goal. It's on target, but it's got that much power. It ricochets off the legs of Rob Dickey, but goes through him, and covering defender can't scoop it away in time before it crosses line.
Carlton Morris scored in first three appearances for Derby.
Nice, good signing. Was the player from Fulham Jeff Horsfield? No, he did sign from Fulham, I think, but he wasn't a terrible signing. I thought he were okay, Jeff Horsfield.
Did we get Jeff Horsfield from Birmingham?
Oh, we might have done. It was at Fulham at some stage with Jeff Horsfield.
Yeah.
Barry Ailes was hopeless, says Ray. Had Webber on my shirt, says Saint. Lee says Barry Ailes or Pesh are the only two I can think of we got from Fulham. Robin Olsen or Gerbich. Gerbich over Robin Olsen. In terms of expectation as well.
Yeah.
Rye says, never forget when Blade signed my good old pal Darryl Westlake. It was amazing, but didn't hit the ground running. It was a shame. Proper good lad too.
Yeah, but did we get him from
free kick to Bristol City in a dangerous area.
Didn't we get Darryl Westlake from Walsall?
Yes, I think so, yeah. Did he end up at like Mansfield or somewhere like that?
Yeah, it was something like that, weren't it? Yeah, I think he come with a bit of expected him to do well. It just
done well at Walsall, hasn't he?
Didn't work out for him at us, unfortunately.
Worst signing was John Ebrell, great player for good money at the time and played 45 minutes before a career-ending injury. Yeah, that can't be helped though, can it? Paul says, learning, oh my God, I've just got used to doing this. Can't fit him in my best 11, but I loved Rob Hulse, says Michael. Yeah, he were a good player for the time. He was. Jamie Olsen, Gerbich, Baxter or Verips. Chris Hussey was another poor signing. Yeah, he was. Best left back in League One, Chris Wilder said when we signed him.
It was so poor. I've just remembered the story with Barry Ailes. So he actually didn't want to leave. He said that they were the group of players that were very cliquey, and he didn't get welcomed at United at all. And they were like, you couldn't. When Warnock wanted to take a bath after a game, hang
on, mate. Hang on. Scott Twine free kick. Sorry, pal. Remember that.
Oh, what a save!
What a save! We were right in top corner as well.
He hits post, and do you know it's commitment from Zetterstrom? He's gone
Zetterstrom's down.
Yeah, that was a great save.
Looked like he smashed his head on post.
He were about same position as what it were for United, but more to right hand side. It was same distance out, so probably about 20 yards, 22 yards, and he's curled.
I think he's a bit further out, and he's certainly a lot wider than he were against United, weren't he?
Yeah, a lot wider. The referee had stop play for Zetterstrom because he was committed to that, and he's
great shot, great save,
and it post, didn't he? So yeah, with Barry Ailes, so Warnock used to have you could not walk into that shower room if Warnock were having a bath. That were his rules, and because the players were a bit cliquey. They never told Barry Ailes this, and we never part of the clicky group. So after a game, I think he whipped Barry Ailes off after a game, and then Warnock went and got in bath, and Barry Ailes walked in, and as Warnock, what are you doing in here, son? Get out, type thing. And then 2 days later, he told Barry Ailes he'd never play for United ever again.
Bloody hell.
And Barry Ailes were like, well, I don't want to leave. I've only just joined. I want to stay in Sheffield. And they were like, no, we've had an offer from Millwall. You better go down there, son, because if you don't, you'll never play for United ever again. Wow. And that was the story I got. Now, that was one of Barry Ailes' mates.
Sure,
So, but when you look at that, how bad is that?
It is bad.
Just because he's walked in while Warnock's having a bath, and bit pathetic, isn't it? But
well, it doesn't surprise us though, does it?
No,
I think Zetterstrom's going to have to go off here.
Oh, his head butted post,
it's an head injury. He's whacked the post when he's dived to save. It's a great save, but he has put his body on line here and smashed his head against post. It's ironic because I'm sure Zetterstrom last season was wearing the cap, didn't he? He was wearing the Peter Cech cap that protects his head, and he's just smashed his head against post now. And I reckon he's going to have to go off for concussion protocol, so they'll have to bring a sub-keeper on.
Yeah, there's every chance.
Anyway, where do we get to? Players' performance at just only United. Kilgallen at the side of Morgs was fantastic. Yeah, that's true. Walker only played 28 games for us. Steve Cabba was from Grimsby, I thought. There you go. Steve Cabba, what a player. Surely Nick Montgomery is non-negotiable in the best 11? Not at all. Not at all. Did a good job for us at the time.
If you want to give an award out for someone who gives 110% every game,
the Rash,
he would be up there. But for bet one, as best player, he weren't.
Best 11?
Terrible, weren't he?
Come on, Alessandro. It's a game of opinions, and I love that they're all different, but not for me.
I love Monte, and we all love a player that gives 110%, but his technical ability, it weren't the best, would it?
Ibu Adams has been captain since mid last season. Jimmy and George. I didn't know that, George. Did you?
No.
No, well, you called me. Who am I? Tizzy Wizzy or whatever he's called.
Oh God, who was it? Jake.
Can't remember, can you?
Jake from Tweenies or Milo.
Tweenies, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, that's right, Jord Motson. George is right. Hales played 4 games and we didn't score a goal for us. We went to Millwall for 2 seasons and got 16 in 55.
It's a good record.
Back down to the bottom we go, says Peak. Never mind. Steve Cabot was at Palace, was on loan at Grimsby. There you go. Lee always loves to do his fact checking.
Always give it opposite way. I thought that were a foul on Carlton Morris, but he's give it for Rob Dickey.
Geary in that 06 season. Yes, he was class, to be fair.
El Geary.
Best attack ever was Dean and Agana. Awesome partnership. Yeah, I think that's hard to argue that those two were best partnership we've had. James Strybey says Barry Ells was moved on because he was travelling from London every day. Told Warnock he had a flat in Sheffield and it wasn't true. Okay, so a different story there.
Yep.
The worst ever player is a toss-up between Don Givens or Terry Curran, or is that too far back for you? Way too far back, thank you. Brewster was key to that goal, distracting the Bristol City defender with his new hair, says Jack. Jeff Horsfield came to us from West Brom. Thank you, Lee.
West Brom, yes.
Thank you, Lee.
That's it.
One-off match bingo for a goal ending in 6 minutes. Second line's gone, so 3 to go. If you get a 90, it could go 96 minutes, this, Jamie, because of the head injury. You'll win tomorrow, you guys. Thanks. I hope you're right, Paul. Need Derby-headed goal, Bristol woodwork, no goal, and either red card. Jamie, you've no chance. Absolutely no chance. Whoever Kelly Stevens is. Kelly, Ender Stevens, Jags O'Connell, Baldock, Whitehouse, Brown, Curry, Undlove, Dean, and Chief. That's a joke, isn't it? You're not having Chief in your best 11. You're not having Chief. You can't have Undlove, really, surely.
I might be wrong by this, but we went in hotel bar after Bristol City game, and I swear he was sat there, but I couldn't tell if it were him fully because obviously he was a big lad when he was playing, but this bloke that was there was spitting image at him, but really, really skinny. And I mean, really skinny. So I don't know if he's lost loads of weight or not, but I was like, I swear that's Chief. And I didn't have courage to go up to him and ask, because if it were wrong, then I'd have made myself look a fool.
Secret says, if you're counting best players, but not just while at Blades, then Ian Rush is in there. Didn't do much in his 4 appearances. Yeah, we're not counting that, Secret. That's what we're talking about. Monty, best player without the ball the club has ever had with the ball. No, mate. Keith says, Vasper Bokis, Dean Saunders, Pesci for a good mention. Yeah, absolutely right. Some people are
Saunders goal where we're throwing in his through keeper.
Off his back. That were against Port Vale, I think. Vasper Bokis will get in some people's team best 11s, by the way. Jack says, how do you think Sayers will set up tomorrow to fight?
3-4-3 might come in if we do get another 2 defenders. Not so sure we'll play that tomorrow.
Yeah, me neither. You just said OBS were disconnecting for a minute there, so I don't know whether anybody dropped out of the stream, but never mind. We're here. Chief has been working for the FA. Yes, he was. I don't know whether he still is, but he certainly was. Mr. V says, Curry and Woodward were the best combination to ever wear a Blades shirt in the last 50 years, in my opinion. But they weren't like a... Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. V, but because I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. Want Woodward on the wing and Curry like in the 8 or the 10, as it be called now. I'm talking about a strike partnership. You know, like everybody talks about Quinn and Phillips. Yeah. Ours was Dean and Agana, weren't it? That was the 2 strikers that really... Dean and Fjortoff were great as well. But Dean and Agana was the partnership.
We've just got
Tony Ross says Cabra had a right performance.
Long throwing.
I was just trying to get it in quick before.
96 minutes. It's not really a long throw, that, is it?
No.
Rubbish. It's full time.
And that's full time because throw didn't make it. Wow.
Well, it would a draw. I said 2-2, but I got the thingy, I got the result right, not the score.
Sound and picture are out of sync now. That's brilliant. That's good. Your mic is dropping in and out. That's because OBS have just disconnected us, but we're back up and running. It sounds okay here now. But obviously that will be the end of the stream anyway. So
what a way to end it on.
Absolutely right. I would Google Chief, but it'd bring up a copper. Who was he? I'm muted, says Sheila. Chief was Wayne Allison, pal. big unit up front for Sheffield United. Just a big lump that held the you chucked the ball up to him and nobody could get him off the ball, to be fair. So, yeah, good play for us.
It was Sheffield United's version, I don't know if Jamie will even remember this, of Akin Fenwa.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. That's a good analogy. That's fair.
Yeah.
Steve Thompson getting homesick while playing for us was surely one of the worst excuses for being crap. He's from Liverpool.
Liverpool is a different country these days, isn't it? So
yeah, true. Taking flack for my appreciation towards a workhorse. All the best 11s have to have one. That's true. That's true. My Dean and Agana is Sharp and Didsey or Illiman and Morgan Gibbs-White. You can't have Illiman and Morgan Gibbs-White.
Oh, God, you came my belly then?
Yeah, I did. Was that your belly?
Not my belly. I can tell you it weren't a nether region fart.
Okay, wow, okay.
Definitely my belly.
And on that note, I think it's a good time to end. Because Jack says we're still muted, which we're not, but it's obviously done something to some people's streams.
Yeah.
Mr. V says, would we still take a point tomorrow? Jord, are you taking a point tomorrow?
I want 3, but I'd take a point, yeah.
I think I would too. I think I would. Any final words before we go, Jord?
No, I think... sorry that we hadn't chatted... talked about much of this game because it weren't the best to try and commentate on, if I'm quite honest. But thanks all for tuning in. And if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe because it really, really helps. And it's free. And then hit the bell on the side for the notification button.
Free. What a man. What a man. Well said, Jord. Thank you to everybody. Really appreciate you joining us, as always. We'll be back here. I don't know when we're next scheduled for a game, Jord. You might know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we'll keep
You're away, aren't you?
I'm away now for a little while, so I'm away Sunday night to Friday night, so we'll be back that following weekend, next weekend.
I know one we're definitely on for, because I think we're on Sky. Are we on Sky against them? It's Sheffield United, but that'll be on Blades Ramble. Sheffield United Middlesbrough versus Sheffield United, should I say.
Let me just have a little look, because I think we haven't set it up yet, which is why I don't know off the top of my head. But the next one that I've got penciled in is going to be Oxford v Leicester on the 13th. It can't be that far away on this channel. We'll have content to come between then. I think it's those are just the games, some of the games where I was looking at the Sky fixtures. But anyway, keep it Ramble. Thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll catch you in a bit.